it's me about so yeah England EPL no shall say enra Liverpool take 2-goal lead. Now so Antoine Semenyo ebetete ka at a point na match ni maye tawre 2-2. Now so Liverpool to so enya additional 2 goals into EPL no enra ene chance here. Na Hugo Ekitike on one share first goal Emma Liverpool our community shoulder on any Palace elbow 2-2 and so Premier League no on any first player season when was a goal Hugo Ekitike ni go no and our Kessben television so na Liverpool to so enya a second goal Cody Gakpo enra ono share 2 goals our honmon and na a 4th goal no and so Federico Chiesa ono na a free bench ebenya another goal 3 share 3rd goal man Salah Mo Salah share the 4th goal edia mom goals no and our Kessben television so na and games are about so Aston Villa 11:45 here. Any Newcastle now about 2 Brighton, any Fulham, Sunderland, any West Ham, Tottenham, any Burnley, 1-1 rest, any Man City, and so about 4:30 Ochina Sunday, Brentford. Any Nottingham Forest ebebo some match ni 1 p.m. the same time now Chelsea world champions any Crystal Palace and so match no about so our Stamford Bridge name about 3:30 Manchester United any Arsenal ebebo Monday 7 p.m. Leeds United any Everton ebeshia into more Kessben television way day 1 Premier League no and games are about so and our Kessben television so Federico Chiesa on the free bench ebenya so crucial 3rd goal Emma Liverpool and Sana Mo Salah enya the 4th goal means for 10 consecutive opening games our Premier League Mo Salah watoto ntina ewo day 1 makoma ko do 10 goals and Salah wa share ewo day 1 ono any Premier League player opening games wa share more goals and Salah go no and etwagu our Kessben television so and na Jota night because wadane bonkum so and Liverpool fans na before kickoff 20th minutes and after the game omo pay tribute Emma the late Diogo Jota Rabra okwahre ne nkwa onne nua Andre Silva momi entie enema Liverpool fans Emma omo player waka nchinagu no Liverpool fans before kick-off 20th minutes any after the game tributor Emma the late Diogo Jota Nenwa incident we see a shock obi as a referee Tony Taylor any VAR team no anji any infringement name award the free kick Emma Bournemouth second half no Liverpool appeal for a red card because Marcus Senesi no Liverpool fan sabi oti huiche mu no Liverpool fan sabi oti huiche mu Hena Semenyo wako throw ball no ordinary color Jonathan say Semenyo sabi oye tuntumti or sabo adre racial abuse and try current referee stop game no after 2 managers no man amo ebaye no mo kasa say ade wey na Semenyo a report say obi the color didn't attempt na omo ebema mo second chance game ni beto so SLC game dia ene obe suspend game for 50 minutes and sana omo take action enti omo free police e man omo ebaye na omo ebeyi sa Liverpool supporter na oti hwiche ma oya sa nyambran sam no eno ada omo yini free stance mitima am Kessben television wey time a police for ebaye na omo beyi sa supporter enemre eni bie babe ya sa de no bo mo biem Obia obese Nyankopon ma second chance afei hwede oye enti ge see no na mo Kessben television so a post for enso ebeyi no e dey free park no so na entwa ye kura ye pon match no na Adam Smith ono Bournemouth omo capito o se saade we unacceptable entwa ye momenti nsama Adam Smith or the tuja
Adam, first of all, a dressing room frustrated with the scoreline, disappointed, but also disappointed with the racial abuse that Antoine Semenyo received during the game.
Yeah, just totally unacceptable. Kind of been shocked, to be honest, that it happened this day and age. It shouldn't be happening. I mean, I don't know how Ants played on, to be honest, and come up with them goals, and just it's totally unacceptable, and just. if anything, I just feel sorry for Anton there. You know, it's
where he Adam
bit down,
Smith or so
obviously,
where unacceptable. No how pass and you sa energy no. Added to our game no so SSR 2 spectacular goals no. Na Anna Slot Liverpool manager and also cassette TI. Say at this age, you sad you enjoy ye and when you may see ye enjoy nice football. You 6 solid goals a BFA 4-2 young Kevin Wansem tributor fans ni pay ye Emma Jota in your Andre. And no moment was say can Wansem and your unfortunate incident here happen here.
Important that we get your thoughts on the report that Antoine Semenyo gave to the officials alleging racist abuse. What was said over on the benches? And I know you made a point of going over to speak to Semenyo at the end of the game.
Yeah. No, I think the club made a clear statement. We don't want this in football. We don't want this in a stadium to happen. But especially not at Anfield. So. We should talk about that. We should talk about maybe that for a long time because it's unacceptable that something happens like this in a stadium, let alone at Anfield. And that unfortunately gets the shine off. I don't know if that's really good English, but because our fans were unbelievable when you talk about the tribute for Jogo.
Anna Slot, Liverpool manager, Anna Cassetia, ADAC, and Rada. Now, Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher and from commentary position. Time incident this year, no, now I'm running commentary, almost share our opinion. If I 7 years obedient color, it did not. I'm being seen some Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville were commentary box and some are and so the two.
Itself, but certainly the more serious incident was the reporting by Semenyo of racist abuse, he says, from someone from the crowd. And it was reported to the match officials. There was a pause in the game.
Yeah, Kelly, it overshadows what should be an amazing night, the first game of the Premier League season. A beautiful day, 62,000 fans in the stadium, and that boy has basically been racially abused and had to go over to a referee and complain about it, and it's despicable. I can't even begin to think what will be going through someone's mind. However, it's happened, it'll keep on happening, and it's a sorry state.
Important that this type of incident, Jamie, is reported by the players.
Yeah, it is, and I mean, you could see when everyone getting together, not everyone's sort of like not quite sure what's going on.
Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, retired footballers, and now share opinion. If Antoine Semenyo, obeying the color did not tell me now. Right after the game, Semenyo on IG, added another abusive message. Betray, sir. This watching, your poor match, Mama Kessben television will be added monkey images. Emojis no or the no dear and I reply Antoine Semenyo and I say when will it stop Antoine Semenyo now right after the game or sound so share another absurd bizarre racial abuse another one and I'm here our Kessben television so name Semenyo ne 2 goals mommy and her the first goal na a super unknown and a tapping in across. Na onya consolation goal bako ema Bournemouth a club no and then second one kwada na Februta baby or pick a ball no na enye easy from on one half na o the ball no edri America sa no the ball no and so opportunity nti enra Antoine Semenyo obo brace. Last goal of the game. Now your poor match now. I'm pay another tribute. Emma Jota no. Salah Bonania na osu. Mo Salah momienko na yehwe ne kakra. Arsenal for the second. Omedia my bread. It's about time I also moko for the ultimate. Na second no omo edia brenti also moko for the ultimate. Almost second no and Chester or my Philly. Now so league ni no any no more target.
To be fair, I think it just motivates me. I think well, we're in a position where we feel like second is not a failure, but we want more, you know. So I think when you're that close and you really can feel it and you really can taste it.
And about Arsenal for more league title no more pay. Mikel Arteta say Umbeko swap the gate. So open go there. Just two man form and sana finally when you are the open to Umbeto na Oma the gate. After second no first and no more pay. Swaba and offer dance on top also any team in Chiamo. Yantu also encore Ruben Amorim. Only a Manchester United coach was Benjamin Sesko. You better assess in the Soviet making a Premier League debut name or you fit and available Andre Onana so a bit Messi.
Happy. I think I'm really happy. I think he has a great potential in everything he does. He can play different type of footballs. He's going to feel that Premier League is really aggressive. He's going to learn, but he has a great potential, and I can see Ben be a striker for Manchester United for a long of years. That's why we pay so much money to have a striker that.
Ruben Amorim, Manchester United coach, na head of fortune big game. Arsenal, Old Trafford, United, in some way, Eddie Atuja, Reece James, Chelsea,
say idea me secret ni sorry me catch you and say pick a number na go screen as keke na the friend na tutu anama kono ho eni nansa me na me catch you wa yarsan eto betwa
me de me ma meeting ni bebre ko hospital bebre ye ko ba bia me ma me na me ni minu ababa ko ye kura ni musi ye ko hospital be kura ni musa wontimi nante nya hwe obi di adanse ye fa Dr. Magashi ana o kire mazima ku ene e bai tiade ma me bai kura no sa na Dr. Magashi hwe no first adura wo de ma ya ye ko ye within 3 days a wo sha se no mu adu na fe de ma me na wo timi kura dua e de nante ni empega ni biem inti me ka sei sabre de ma me no MC na ye ni age ahoto aba inti me di adanse se Dr. Magashi obi biara ibi ha wo ni padriam bia de mo jide so ba Dr. Magashi aso ya bia be kam
an sa mi magani ko na taka cikin wani magani sai wani ya gwada min wani doctor daga microwave inda nazo doctor ya change yin lab na je na yi lab nazo ya bani magani so uku kenan so uku na gani wallahi na ji lafiya na lau doctor ya ce min kamar aji Halima ciwon nan ya bari kura yasa dan wana musulmi saboda Allah ba kariya bane
agona hodu ko kata madu agona mi dogbene mi agbododo ye mi la dodo na mi fie acho Dr. Magashi wo doda fa ye mi ko egbe mi la gbe do na mi didi be mi ana hodu ko no anya be fifie Dr. Magashi watikie aboto kata ko dem nyamo la kata atikama ko zamile ma na nya se Dr. Magashi nkokwa na ko be fibroid lo dubu diabetes lo sisi adolele gede nko gangan yo lo dosi o lo sisi yata mi jibe mi ana mi anya be mi okata mi ho Dr. Magashi watike ko dem ne mi ano zaza ajebe ye pe ko nya nweto ye pe ko bodu ko kata mi ho dem yata na nya nya hwavi yo nya nya hwavi kwa Dr. Magashi watike ye nya nweto kemi ko dem ta mi jibe mi ana mi anya be Dr. Magashi watike ye nya nweto apene mi
wa o hwa ba me de bae ino gbon keke na ya enia sese me wa papa ntinu na adena de kwa na oye
o pele nya botre ye tie se we a critical issue ya mapa me ko papa me de ko operation e ti na unu ba na gine ho awa me ko papa no operation ma ba so me nyen sanka ho no be to ma be fama de why
anyway yes am me ko be funda ka no ton fen so pra ne wo ye die o so me sa na ke fe ka no ano no
ya botre ma me
jeru kwa ka kire some fan ko Amagashi wo macro police house wo kasi kan wa to no ye de wa ye
opani ba to
aba sene kimi ko Amagashi wo ni ko Amagashi wo opani ye ni ko e
ye no to
ana pressure na wo so wa
sa for sa no ya ye nyani ni am de bi ya ni me so fa Amagashi am sa sa bro wa sama
Yes. Kana mejati Fabian Cheno besa.
No so kwa yo me be no kwa
I see no kind of man. I'm a baby ha me ba ha ku mi nyensan. And no fibroid kakra ya mi nya wonti. Enu be na wo fa maame. Enu be ana wo fa maame. Adai so ntumi sa me yale a adai tira wo ka maame nko.
Ya mutre abawa sela abutre nti wo ye nko me mo wa.
Me abawa sela o. Enya me abawa sela. Ye kaye se Dr. Magashi. O de bibi duro papa na sayale e. E ba ha ban duro di akọ ya de oye number 1. Baba betina ha sei amo so mi mu. My sayade me dire me kam so me kwa nya wo ni bi. Ene bari bi ahyemechi. Me betina ha bi mo hyiwe.
Anye kem aya what you am case kama.
Sika me ba wa jafi mo me na me ta case kama. E mo fa case kama.
Amagashi go hospital. Akwa kwenchire mi so atonso hie mu a konu se hie mu ba ko afei an mahunu se dade bi etwa dade so wo ye doctor mpo na sebe o yare fu untimi hwe no wo de ye nwa Amagashi wo de frem nya so mesi wo de yade wo de abena me so bo am doctor babuwa wo ahwe yare fu na ma nam se me ye doctor wo nya fa ne mankwa Amagashi wa kamsa sabro aka me so na nim se de pe dia wu esa yade na minim sabo fra han e de say ade mi ko kun na ha akudwo eni nubra akudwo bebre na me si wo mo pa wo de bafua so wo te ne te me si na badi aya to no enya sem tetua ye ha wo bia no me si ko toa Dr. Amagashi ɛmfa yadeɛ nkɔ wufuo na yadeɛ ya
Alatiare Dr. Apostle Amagashi we opinion
yawa wakwa baba Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic minua ye me pese me ma wote ase ne se yade a ebo nipa ma nipa ye mmobo onyankopon aka wasem to Bible mu de daada saa na wode eduyefo nso aye den aba season bi ni nipa nyankopon pagya no wonim dwumedi edi wo Dr. Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic ye me pese me ma wote ase ne se wo kan Jeremiah chapter 16 the verse number 4 was in crofobia ho a owuya de abo mo owuya de de ba de ebi ye pressure wonim nipa do a pressure ekum financial up to now wonim nipa do a diabetes ekum up to now wonim nipa do a HIV ekum up to now wonim nipa do a hepatitis B ekum up to now sa yade we nyina yade eye owuya de enu na Dr. Amagashi nyankopon de yale nyina no aduro de amame sa wo ba Dr. Amagashi Herbal Clinic yade biara taiwo yade ye sunsum yade nkofo ko meeting no matter what you say enu no me break you down. What about Dr. Amagashi what in two time ye won nkofo bre ono ma o mu say HIV na duro ni ho opani se unni eduru a enkasa ntie nyankopon abode eduru na ye ka no eduru na bedi mi ho ye nyina ye nim say Deuteronomy 23 the verse 1 say o say sebi nipa ni be manyadman ko heaven enti se o be mesha Baba Dr. Amagashi wo ye be ma obema ne pie kakraka e de amam sa na nipa se bi etwere da no so obi a hepatitis B da ne mojem obi ne nkoso enhu ade obi a yade bi tata no opani omo pa wo kra de bebrebe yade e na gu nipa ni mase yade e na asesan krofo bebrema wo da ne hiafo enu nti na Dr. Amagashi me to nsafro se wa yale sa anu aduru ababedi
Se wo enkrama mu a enha ho makuma se kra eno ane se obekọ Kaswa Prison Junction ana watakra de a apawan Kejebri Government Hospital Kumasi so bra magazine macro Police House eho ana Dr. Amagashi asoyewo techima so owo Hansa Brigade ana bogoso Power Line eho ana obehu Dr. Amagashi je number ye da frɛ Dr. Sesia ewo 0547 044 307 ana 0544 580 936 ana 020 24 08 206 Freddy says ya na yade enku. Doctor, oye kikim. Doctor, oye bruta.
Kwababiom Emra final whistle Jumadi no eso Kessben television Emra so ene eye memenda dumienu na ye pagya ye mu na holistic news enso atwaso de amaye 055159993 eno any WhatsApp line with me do messages no afaso abreye ye ba be transfer ba be weekend the activities I would do e be koso e wo enkrofo kroso na fe o mamu ha na the course so a free a adwada pepem na memenda no the opposite de ho message bia ebabia no utumi ade eba na ekenka de emamo dumienu kai na ya pagya ye mu mo nyina akọ babiom eba program yeso Dr. Franco Naro atranse sanso na andicam enso atrase medvozo bia ho ye de
nyame adom ti asundwem
Yamiasi.
One for Biama.
You try to tell Dumienu.
Dumienu, the way
I could get home a crack.
Hear me, Nuni, Madun Cron, near the Medina Bannery. No answer, I'm Jack a crab by.
Yeah. When they do a biani here. Yeah. I need here, Papa. When they
sometimes you need it badly.
Yes.
No, that. Konema make sure they coso TV and they do baby sooner at Sadane Akimra. When the bam so much as a tears and it's all about me listening to some of the tributes. And
And easy.
You know, it's simply not easy.
Uhunu sano sa yo huni pebine wa ubena na be hu nyoma families especially omufam.
Tribute. I saw myself in their situation.
Yeah.
Akone man nyina wa brochire. Na papa na besra omo. Besra omo kra omo kwa aba obeba October. Na ya beto akora a whole lot. All of a sudden never returned.
Okoponfa amokra nsie emaye.
Yes.
If you didn't buy ninchen and the besa akoko. Even from Chrissy and on chechire abusua no are emaye papa. In these trying moments. All right. Andy,
you know,
say now we are na force as a we soft sport we match Chelsea no.
Oh, you know that is the GC available for me.
Sir,
okay. That is the GC. The Atlas Lions of Morocco.
Very careful.
Obese the home person obese. But Jesus we on my the bar mean say. And then never you.
They want is around go there more principles maybe. On an institution Man United.
Okay.
And also institution Chelsea.
Oh the Chelsea this Brema now so is
and I Liverpool.
And I Liverpool.
On says I do.
The singlet to buy.
Oh professor was just singlet daba.
On says I do.
Game na no number 2. As a man man you just I say can you go the bodies because
the rivalry in football no. England are who do a tepa. Oko Italy moi emre. Oba Spain na shebabi abasadina na hebabi Espanyol gina. Atletico Madrid ne Real Madrid. The other Madrid clubs no hatefi mo no mo ha. Inti hu sa situation no. Real Betis Sevilla one off. But so over Englander no matter the position of Everton still almost Liverpool adjune. Share London clubs and look at how they are competing. Look at the situation of Tottenham Hotspur now. Look at how Tottenham is investing. How Chelsea has invested within the club. Share Arsenal there. It's easy. And you talk about the two Manchester clubs. In as much as United and home, then what from crime said you. How many Manchester City day in day out. Who will be a Chelsea and who deno obey me put on the best. But you don't see that in Torino and then Juventus. Inter Milan, AC Milan, baku create me player baku to me free hakoha. It won't a hodena about famity. So you're Man United fan. Rivals near Liverpool. Chelsea can Arsenal kakra. Now the Man City asaba be kan into one team in as much as will be expected. Nka rival be one team no. Sa na akwakoye. Uye Liverpool, Man United, Everton, Chelsea, Arsenal. Almost ni ho. Manchester City, United, Chelsea, and then Arsenal, because you have about 4-5 teams. They are too sure. Say every season the 5 of them is competing for a trophy. But so Italy, look at the situation of Juventus. In Napoli, with the face of Antonio Conte, Etimia Rizibano. AS Roma situation to say, Atlanta situation to say, Lazio situation to say, Parma situation to say. And you are looking at Napoli, you are looking at Inter. Now I should say Atlanta beat me a surprising package and go to Spain. Upon all the materials at Diego Pablo Simeone airto. Now what you know still an ultimate compete with Madrid Barcelona. It should be Madrid or it should be Barcelona. But for England, Liverpool support and pay Chelsea just in Fajashi. United supporter and Chelsea just in Yashi. Arsenal supporter and Tottenham, any Chelsea, any United just in Yashi. The solidarity for their clubs in the EPL no, a huge as compared to other clubs in the world. And until now, England,
all right, yenche games no kakra na yenko transfer stories and so kakra. Mbrobo so yenche sem free hifa. And games no say. Yeah.
Do you know? Enran Mership Liverpool match na mu say ada
on entro we into amanfo be brain e dia ba say top 5.
Okay.
Top 5. Intino mo ntonto e drew ha mo ba ye dia mame.
Okay.
No match why top 5. Okay.
Do you know? She fans na ba stadium no e na Diego Jota almost say o se bi mo anya chance bi mo de flower Kepako Milos Kakes aba Liverpool. Zabani echo PSG. Dien Hoysen echo Real Madrid. Into oka on back 5 for now. It move 4 a free team. Into Ahodin EPL. And when the first 2 games, community shield cut the composure, especially how say table again. Wow, here Milos Kakes and Rebiano, none of hope it will game him. The 2 center back pair, omni pace. It would look at them. Share also play 2 or man 1 on almost survival. And look at the position of Semenyo. And I said, you share what they the pace at David Brooks the core. And look at Semenyo positioning, our top or straight out spacey. And I said, yo,
and don't forget that there was a Bournemouth player running at the other end. And he thinks, as I said, there's 3 of them. I mean, okay, until you delay the player, not the other 3 now other support you. Because the player down, whilst who players now running back, who slow it down, no more running at the top pace, no, they will close and then get the chance.
Well explained. So number Liverpool defense, no.
Yeah, 2 against 2. Who corner you or you?
Debi what Sevanko or Chinwa, and Van Dijk as Konate is closer to the ball than Van Dijk.
I agree.
And you supposed to close him. You don't head towards your goal. You're supposed to close Semenyo. Let's move on.
Yeah.
But you know you give it to Semenyo. Mama Yanko. And I said, Mama Yanko. Exactly. That is the point I'm making. But in all, where you go contender of the year, baby, I'll J board
from your own half.
Yes. Look at the free net team. I said, one pool. 3 people on the free net team. Or say, he doesn't need the likes of Justin Clever, Tom Kieza came on. And I had the Petrovic, and in the centre backs now, but Liverpool real resilience. And I said, John Mourinho had the 3rd goal, and Musa, you can never stop him. And it was just unfortunate, say, Papa na ote shil mono, eko kansem echre Semenyo racially. But the good thing is that I knew effect was Semenyo so, and only crama said Joe, otimi sam making sure say, obetimi enya eye go, and said you anoni. You don't expect it will be a service or tissue or racial or abuse Semenyo. But I'm kicking a cry or make his performance or done on the day. Until Liverpool said, they are in for a competition and teams should watch out for them because they are back. And one thing about their team, they say, when it comes to goal scoring, Omumre and send a Liverpool team, has to go. And then the same thing, any who here or Anfield.
Okay. We see a time because in
General, you see, there are attempts. Bonnie, the Edin, so be seen nipa kwine. So ni Bonnie. But odi Bonnie a day now be. First of all, I commend Semenyo how he conducted himself. On sa brantie no twin wheelchair no ebe ne kasa area no. One no ono area no through the ball. Eto aso. Some players would have been more controversial. Me sure so hwe nipa na oye ne sa ade no. I can't be crying. Bia Ujano, Uti wheelchair mu, Yedwa Babe Tena touchline because of your disability. Would Ubikala, to Emanino. And I was like, wow. Can you imagine, says Semenyo say, fine boy, Pau, very handsome, fine boy.
Maybe not Semenyo.
Probably Wakikabiana, when no Semenyo Bebeno. And now, camera near the capture no attention. Na Semenyo ni say yen bi de kupi ho dia. Imagine so be ship dealer. Na ojina wo say ya hwe nani. And now take somebody like me. Come we ye ku ye. Semenyo put. But
ugly and fearful.
So
these are the words of Andy Ken.
How can you say that?
Oh yeah, ugly and fearful.
On why they see there?
I be attacking.
She's like,
also good to me feel. I'm meeting with Ruben.
They down too. No, but so they all attacking.
Them kind. I've not spoken on untruth.
No one offer.
No one offer. And you mean I'm honey offer.
One year so true. I'm doing castle ugly.
Okay,
nice boy.
Very charitable one. Onion nice. He's not closer to the word nice.
And
why are they?
General, you told them that performance.
And then for the first time, I defended.
Why are they now? No, I said that the Franco.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to go for
oh, some mechanic petun for now. I don't pay them. You should video. na me hwe video bi ana
kwati
kwati
tum papa but just on na
oh no you tum pa na ye ka tum ase you tum
ni tuntum no
the video no na eso sa usum kakra nteze uhwe
oh bi che go mata
o ya wa mi free na mo de ba ha as my can unrelated
oh there be a kanipa tuntum ne like tuntum kala na im
tuntum duru chip dila
ampa
mebo adwum bi tuntum duru no opa ehum
the river narrow is just calling for war. Yeah, blade is you are calling for war. What do you I'm just imagining if it was a Muntari or Balotelli, and can you push him in his wheelchair?
Seriously, Obi said they are on social media, but Liverpool were quick. Statement, abusing the
you know, a solid.
Yeah,
who said referee no Anthony Taylor Frey the two coaches no, and no more Kasai. And you know, I said, Tokos, yes, I was stop game for 15 minutes. Until I think say gradually, almost so try say, on beating me, but oh yeah, they are, you know, oh yeah, they are don't be
but at least they are making attempts.
Yes, that's good.
And that's yo, umuwi no makwa one with social media. And the monkeys, akoto to Nidiano, aposti. And that's yo try their better say when would this stop?
Okay.
What I say?
But Super Cup on boy. Matthias Tell, Echo say penalty no.
Yeah.
Tottenham fans then so sad ko
But generally, you see, my happiest moment was Semenyo's second goal.
Okay.
So we did game na ye huru. Na waji game no esiwa beti. 2 goals no watching
mentally tough.
Yes,
he's mentally tough. Yeah. Because this incident no echo cause still no nyanshe goal no. Then he came back, scored the first goal, the second goal tear the entire defense apart and scored that super goal. I agree with Andy say he's a contender for best goal of the season because he picked his ball from his own half, ran, and we are talking about Konate and Van Dijk. These are established world-class centre backs in the game currently. Now and it's Alisson who was imposed. He took it on his unfavorite foot. Semenyo a few of the attackers with more power, to me generating power in both legs. Very athletic, very fast, very skillful. General, I think so his decision to stay at Bournemouth is a good one. He needs another top-notch season. We're starting league very well. There was a major incident. That ball now, referee no AJ foul. I think it's Senesi.
Yes, Senesi.
It was around the center line. Halfway line, and not clearly Abrante and Dende a kitike Unyabo Nanko Kwako Shano because Nebeka one goalkeeper if he had gotten the ball. Then Senesi decided so best slap a ball, then Sabi Pia Bono, Ama a kitike a losing ball. So the argument then was, is it a red card or not? Because we're denying, for some people, we're denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity. The reason why Anthony Taylor anye penalty is there.
No one foul or probably red card and I'm for expecting. Where was center line?
One foul.
Yes, one or GTA Liverpool rather.
Wow.
Yes, or GTA Liverpool rather.
Why?
Because there was an incident before this one. There was a foul before this one. Continue way moment or day.
But we a Premier League in the explanation by.
Okay.
Win
or J
or J foul.
Player no, it was Diakite. And the Senasi center back win or J foul.
Diakite that one.
Yes.
So it means that he thinks a kick today a foul player no.
Yes.
And Sana on Senasi eba binya that incident.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Otherwise, there was an explanation said there was no red card because the distance from where incident in the goal line no. It's difficult to call it an obvious goal scoring opportunity. It's the reason the red card was not given. Okay. General, Premier League in started. Liverpool are they are ready. But Andy, I think that McAllister, Szoboszlai at 6 and 8, they Liverpool are careful.
Because they are waiting for Gravenberg. Who's Gravenberg wife for last week? Because
Selmu attack no losing ball no opponent neighbor. Clearly to say Szoboszlai is not a number 6 or even a number 8.
Until the second half, the coach need the end bantem. But for me, Szoboszlai was my man of the game yesterday, apart from Semenyo. But I agree, so team almost setting up. from central midfield to the last person, there was no defender. Apart from that, and you are looking at a team, Jeremy attack, Kekes attack. So invariably on the field of play, you have only 2 defenders, Van Dijk and Konate. Van Dijk is about no the bar now or the keeper until you have only Konate as a player. And until affairs go no, say Konate free central hop bar right back or be cover the space. That Jeremy Frimpong and anything. So I agree in terms of balance. Be here that kind of block and a player or best today. Shield na mo
Liverpool started almost all the 4 of their new signings.
Yes,
the 4.
Yes.
I think Vits, Ejuma Kakra in the first game, all right. But for Hugo Etikite, they will a better debut than this.
Yes.
A goal and an assist. Gradually, say, Oyama doubters nenya drink a crass.
Yes.
Because when community shield now share and game he's not that bad a player, even though the price was too much general.
Yombobo, a match is not okay. Semenyo couldn't have responded better than he did with the man on his inside. The brace defined who he is beyond the complexion. You should, however, forget about fighting for his right. Racism didn't start today, and it's not going to stop either. Not even our Lord Jesus Christ could neutralize it. It's an undeniable reality that the language of fairness is no friend with the happenings under the sun. The ultimate response to your adversary is the display of quality, of the quality with which you are made of. Hey, Julius Caesar. All right.
But he's perfectly right.
Yes.
I don't even like it when Semenyo went back to the social media claiming, say, when Ole stop and all that. You should leave it. Look, Omisa Vinny Jr. Say Vinny Jr. say Wajai. I'm sure he's been advised to stop fighting that fight. It's not your fight. Do your job. Let the people, police in for you, the moment Tabefatun, a budget part of your attention and way. Some of us think that Vinny Jr. is not Ballon d'Or winner, probably because of how he went about fighting this racial abuse. You can't fight it alone. Leave it. How many black boys were on the pitch?
Okay.
Until you should just leave it.
Yenshe other matches and Super Bowl weekend. Both goals were Konate's fault. The first one, he didn't get tight enough to his man and allowed the Bournemouth player to cross into the box. And the second one, I know he's got one eye on the runners behind him, but he has to get closer to Semenyo to try to prevent him from going further. Sikapa, Methodist Hospital, Lebrasso, and the way by other games.
Manchester City bought 4-13 there. Now, you know, there isn't so much news about the City team this season because among for believe we say Pep Alusu touch, you know. Again, a lot of people also believe say the guys and the City team who you know gradually the City team is moving to a different direction. Well, I bet to differ because the Pep factor is still key within the Manchester City team. And Sergio, in as much as Rodri's absence no be key, Osha Pep team is gradually building a different set of team. So when things right, it will be tough to beat them. Overhampton team no omo talisman in Matthias Cunha to team I fed Manchester United. But again, omo de Santiago Arias from Fluminense, Colombia for number 7. Oba the FIFA Club World Cup as a net players struggle to match him no omo de naba. Inti Strand Larsen is still there. The likes of Totti Ewo, omo Lusu and Neri, omo Lusu Nelson Semedo. But again, the midfield of Andre and Joe Gomez, those guys are still available. Oops, team omo City be omo team ni omo bo. And so you'll be essential how Pep best City the team, especially in the absence of Rodri and then Kevin De Bruyne. Who are the guys or Bemo Myers Edumano? Bernardo Silva, the new captain. Is he going to start in all the games? Still Aiko Gondogan Moa, still Nico Gonzalez Moa, Filfo de Beteki Robe, Elena Olan Mamouche, what will be the new route for them? And none of the OBS Pep Ebetimi. Passadio, I think Pep was the quality. Omo Ebetimi Edia winning against Wolverhampton there, against Wolverhampton. Echina Chelsea bought against Crystal Palace. Now, Sergio, Obia who last season game at Crystal Palace in Chelsea ebe boy, and let's not forget that Ebereches is this equalizer otimi edema team your friend Crystal Palace at the bridge. Crystal Palace asa winning the Community Shield, and omo guys as I can so be kunyina and say you still are order so against Chelsea or bebo this particular game. Pierre Mateta is still available. Ismail Sarr oboda so offer the likes of Magui, offer obiti say Lycross, Daniel Munez, Tariq Michel, Adam Watson, Kamada, all those guys are still there. And Osha almost so tima, establish 3 back line now, the elbow. More guys to hold, more the guys to battle, more the guys to close the spaces everywhere. Osa open up so no bebo. And again, the absence of Levi Cowell, and was Enzo Maresca, or Sin Comunia Santa Back for Frank or Mope. But again, they are looking at it internally. Internally, they are Chaluban so any fully fit. So it is going to be Fofana and Toyson, Rejace Marco Curella, and the usual midfield. And attack, you know, your best shot is it going to be Pedro Neto, Estevao, or Jimmy Gattens? One of the best starting with Aya Jao Pedro up front. Sana Bitinia. So we a gamer and also bear to say Liverpool dear now. Crystal Palace bear offer more, and you expect Chelsea say the momentum Omodiaba from FIFA Club World Cup the pre-season no obi expected so mobiti me at also. But again, it is going to be a cagey one. Crystal Palace in relax and Chelsea in famra no means omo so gia omo bebo, and gradually omo a few guys are omo establish omo in the Premier League very well, and you have about 95% of the players now obia ho say o check omo spina Dean Henderson, Magui, Ofa Obiti say Kamada, Adam Watson, Eze, Ismail Sarr, Mateta, all the guys are still there. Into a game and also Ebeyefe. But at the bridge, said you, all the new guys in the buy and Obie tries pre-season Obia Beshe, Ekitikashe, Jokeres Ashe, Jao Pedro Ashe, and the ball will be a cut and Obia expected say those guys in Ebetimi deliver. You know, I go 2-1 win for Chelsea against Crystal Palace at the Stamford Bridge. Now, if you are, me call the big game. Big game with Manchester United versus Arsenal. And a game in the battle at Old Trafford. Said you say, oh, you're Manchester United player. Bibia say, o first game at Obo, Premier League, you know, Obo, the Old Trafford. And Obian himself last season, Uncle Ye, but again, so share and from a pair of Manchester United, one. In as much as Carlos Baleba issue na ye key no Franco if no will be framing from UK no say inti debia say Carlos Baleba inti see better than Kobe Menu and on to release our concern now so to the different
energy sink Kobe Menu.
That is what I told him. Me catch and say Kobe Menu for composure. Very good midfield. Bukayo Saka, you better Dogun, so how on so stop Saka and Martinelli. How for the first time Amad Diallo playing the Premier League as a right wing back, how he will fare against Martinelli. But the 3 back line coach in the best starting is key to the United team and how they will set up. But so Arsenal midfield near thick, and for me, I don't know United be black. But said a game that I feel Man United will pick a point from that particular game. Barcelona against Mallorca. Yeah. Last Mallorca one team have Barcelona but eventually find a way no more team that the 3 match 1 point. You know. I don't think the story will be different. Where the likes of Sergi Torri, Mariki, and those guys, Ava Mujika, guys more Mallorca now, they will try to do their best. But how do you stop Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha in the Spanish La Liga? Very tough. Until I was expecting a win.
So we are Spain. They say we didn't head on board now. We are Lamoni Real Oviedo. 2-0. Ghana for me no interest. So interest or Pate and Sibo. Okay, Sibo the bar studio Hano. Yeah. And I know them the Real Oviedo, but Elusu 0-2.
Yeah, you know. Pate, we all wish you well and hope that will beat me and recover.
Before the game.
It was nice, you know, one thing a year to see your place playing day in day out. A year very good for the national team. And Zibo rising from the secondary to this particular level, no, now a good news. Thomas Partey and so another level all born again because they do. We need Partey in the next 2 games for the Blasters. Again, the World Cup, we need him. Until we need him to stay fit, obey your focus. Not probably coming in and obey your finish. So to help Villarreal say, I won't bet me a winner. I think it's a good news. And to see Zibo, look at the height, look at the quality, look at the progression. Onya on the career, no, not you know, in the Spanish La Liga, 2 Ghanaians, one. I think it's good news because gradually your midfield and your defense, no, you whom Ashimeru ye papa, Salis, and also started DJ and who you who be Kudus has been on and off, and the Franco. It looks as if Kudus would no chess Semenyo, but Semenyo played better than Kudus in the Premier League
last season.
Yes. Kudus Dina, but Semenyo did a game who say or far more on the field of play. It's good, and I hope say going forward, no, about the Blasters. Me maka said next year World Cup, no, South Africa is a we can do better because European teams, no, the Omunkra special players, baby. So Franco was talking about Florent Base. Look at the hype around Florent Base, and look at Florent Base, the Odeba Park.
Premier League's British record signing.
Yes.
Record.
Now, Herbal and Florent Visible. Well, Germany collectively are special, individually, few guys are special. And General, that is it for the Spanish La Liga as well.
General, medical can say Barcelona president, my friend Juan Laporta, and he's a superman. And when you remember, say what team register Rashford, name Juan Garcia, and I said, this man will do it. And it's good for a team Barcelona. Finally, when team register those boys, now I had their mom. And Rashford is part of the team. Our more a day come Mayuka no. When you game, I see who the DB. It's a Barca's game. We are the free honor caution Kakrana more the match Chelsea in their game against Crystal Palace. Not because Crystal Palace team no be but because of the man called Oliver Glasner. He's one of the best managers in the Premier League, but yen shut down Kana Semnisa. We share a name as a manager. Na a year be crowned one say after winning a Europa League with Eintracht Frankfurt. That season he eliminated Barcelona, I think somewhere along the line.
Yes.
A shocking amount for say who decided say Obeba Beje Crystal Palace because after winning the Europa League and the pedigree and can probably a bigger team. But he wants to make a statement. And indeed, he made a statement last season. Oshekwe this City for Associate City in the FA Cup final, 1-0, Ediomotun them. Ahead of that, no Adikane Liverpool about 1-1 in the Premier League. Then the Community Shield, he went ahead and eliminated Liverpool and won the Community Shield. So he has Europa League title, he has a FA Cup title, he has the Community Shield title to his belt, aside Noye Onichrome Australia. So I think he's a tough manager. He's a defender by trade. No, a footballer. Ntienye was above back 5. Muko Shiano no. Back 5 and Okobo Acheno. Now he's a proper definition of low block. Saying defending close to the goal line. No. Nejuma no. Now so did he agro no nyao on the breaker. Now Samato. Chelsea obianim the bars around the team. Last season Chelsea season in the year, but Omuwie no. Chelsea ended the season very well. Misrokra Ebetima cassette season no. He was one of the best team. Chelsea was one of the best team in the Premier League. Don't forget, Sir Omunya a top 4 finish on the final day. And Omutuaso J Conference League, then won the Club World Cup. Now we heard the signings so at Chelsea. It's brought a lot of buzz around the team. João Pedro, Liam Delap, and Estavao has brought some sensation around the team. It's a game you also can't make. And don't forget, say, a London derby on the bridge. Crystal Palace, to Chelsea in West London on the bridge. A 12 game lunchtime. Chelsea need be fan say a cuckoo. Okay. Oliver Glasner will come and come good. Manchester United against Arsenal. General, Juma the United, so Swahili United first 5 games are so dishes score line, even though the venue is Old Trafford.
Okay. Yembo so nkran met down me ho kakra ba mpa top 5 no as mo ye ho adwuma ma for de but it is me dan me ho ba na fi ya eno so ho adwuma de amamo. It's obvious that That Liverpool fan doesn't know the history of his team and the influence of black players in Liverpool's success story. Howard Gale, Arthur Riley, Bruce Grobler, John Barnes, Sadio Mane, Emil Heskey, El Hadji Diouf, Titi Kamara, Kolo Toure, Jimmy Traore, Rigobert Song, Momo Sissoko, Salif Diao, Victor Moses. The list is endless. Black is bold and powerful. Okay. Into the NTK, so a day by Liverpool fan or yes, I know. Unim the history of one club. Now, sometimes now, oh yes, I know, Crano. Na Frimpong or Tumba
Kunate Suni
one comes.
But you know so you'll be a student of history. Yeah, England baby are not racism war power a crony friend Liverpool.
Okay.
Historically, so mude and kwasum for the quite honor no mude omoko. Into send a year more treaty sebe daki for or fan say daki for near sub like omunye party sa omo because omu say inti nkokrafone mrewafone wo Liverpool there sa adwene da so wo bebretim enye mra ne ade na ayiro mo enka sa kro ne ye wan kro a wo England a racism pa it's Liverpool.
Okay, NTK odi message kama aba na dey na ma okotro we so if massa even if you get the holidays you don't rest. You will do skirmishes till late night. What do you need a holiday for? Dr. Franco Naro and his likes should be giving holidays to mark scripts. Our advise your employer to get you busy all the time.
NTK, we is super. Kebi crack and Diana sports and politics and then more better. Now one call.
When will you finally leave the playing field for us, the young ones? Assemble Ukraine and Tikino. In the holiday, and the day, and Minya.
By you on the playing field?
And
which playing field is it?
Although not some more coming. So, unprovoked, so what's your problem? No problem. But my mom homo pi fako. Me do now time I'm so gba homo no. Enti gen chekra. What you mean?
Kote assembly of 41 I'm sorry I can hear you.
What me ato program so.
Buki ha time will be alcohol live band.
Papa for. Hey.
Oh mama no.
I say the barrier woman will be able to get to us. The broken heart, the alcohol live
band. What one who was one of the better now? What's you have did?
Papa for. All right.
Yes, was.
Remember, why you know, Mama? We are my broken heart to make you cry. You know, my casawa.
What you are, Mati, Dr. Franco Naro. All right. No, be a war in one man. Or sit back when you're broken heart too. All right, go for. Can Monaco, Spurs, and Barca win their game tonight? I'm saying with a four church from Madrid, Kakra de.
We don't open their business, Kakra.
Ose.
Open their business.
Or the business.
Open now.
But some now still.
Monaco, Spurs, na.
Or the.
Teams who are in also. Academy and San Antonio.
What is wrong with our so-called big clubs in this country? I heard my club Hartlepool has terminated a women's contract. These two big clubs bought players with huge amounts. Okay, but after the season, they just terminated their contract. What kind of business is that? Tom, anyway, a free Senfi and so Ebre, we call him about Cologne, Germany.
I would love to touch that.
Oh, so okay, and Tiene Choto and Koba na Odi and also some Abre. Even though Liverpool got a win, I honestly doubt they are still the clear favorite to win the league. They looked a bit sloppy at times, and if they really want to compete at the very top, they would definitely need few smart signings to strengthen their squad. Ohineba Kwachi Cologne, Germany, there also the Abreye, and no. Me call Addison Benny, the free Kaswa and Abreye. Joe, good morning to you and your fantastic crew. I still don't get it when people undermine Chelsea after we've won the Club World Cup. Trust me, Chelsea is going to win the league. Addison Benny, anyway, and so Abreye. Medin Komoka Kraba, Maminko Awal, now me here. Our weekend, my attention, Joe.
Yes, obviously, Salah. Nandi Bosu. May hear rule call of match day 1 Premier League. You only 2023-2024 season pair in that 1-1 draw against Chelsea. Ena Seju 1 shegu. Seju Oba Premier League no from 2017-2018 season no. Seju uyi the 2023-2024 season na. Every season bia match day 1 or shegu. So Seju eno our equally and equal record no. 187 goals. Or we are joint 4th all-time top scorers of Premier League.
Okay.
We Alan Shearer, Harry Kane, and then Wayne Sergio, Mohamed Salah and Andiku, and a joint 4th in terms of all-time top scorers. EPL. So Sergio Koba.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Ali played their 2nd Premier League game. Egypt. They won, even though match 10-man down. But Seju, they managed to get, and then of course, Chan tournament in Seju.
Okay. Yeah, but trust me, Menda, when you say weekend activities, I would want and I Bob Boswa, na Dumienu, na ya peja, Munamus, my drink, cry at the air, Fahon, at the air brain, na the real room weekend, Venice, no, I busy pa, shall say, na and Nasam Kitwakra. Hey, Dr. Franco Naro, he will come for you, and he can get ready for a bomb. From the ship dealer, Aronya Kumasa Hinkro, Nadiwi, and so a brain. All right, me call Laji ho na Yakobon Komoka cry Jackson, Herbal. Alaji say, yeah,
Adum,
the Yankopan Sipa.
I don't yamia whom mobile.
Binyamiasi.
And that's what they are chummy.
Yes.
I'm not holding. Me boss is in Minchia, honorable Garnison. Hey, we can be finishing you. Boss, you're most Coconi. I see Minchia no man, Bra Champo, yes.
Okay.
I see Minchia Bra Champo, man. Say, Modium Umpire Botanity.
Okay.
To Michiano. If you are, me, I'm near back, so, no dignity. I will bossy, Nancy and Koye Papa. Jam Boama, or Jam Missa Yalia, but I see, I feel the commerce.
Okay.
Jackson Herbal Center, and a pay yesterday, a how our name. And in your mobile educro, and ye mon a who drew, near chill dear, would ya a bebo, ma a neoma educro a fruit. And you dear, say, Uti me now, Hemia, and I say, oh, radio no so TV in swap. Nyabotre, Nanya Milka Crabby, Minity Cacrabi, Nedi tea and Comoya, Menu Ebeboy. A Jackson Herbal Center, Eddie Nuahudo Baby, Naba, Bayane Aba, me and Sa and Yatu Boas say, Yaba come once and watch it. Until wow, Hemi, for no mercy. Na say wo nkomo wo question bia na de afaso na wabusa na wahunu de ota ebebo 0244 72 3541 0244 72 3541 0244 72 3541 and I say 0271 22 22 04 0271 22 22 04 Jackson Herbal Center no mercy we ena ofra ebeko wa ohwe TV no so de obohu se baako eda TV no so 0244723541 no betimi afre na also abusa question me say eduro ewdoso na obi bebusa se Jackson Herbal Center ede na ye dansoa ede na ye sonko ede na ye bibi difference ya ewo mu aye seto nanu ena bebo Jackson Herbal Center eba ye no for about 30 years ago obi a wanu mu Jackson bia no oni ni hwamoda na ya na meka se eduro no ye se beje ya for atrema doesn't mean say wonu ma treba ko ne na hwato na mum consistent ye se to ya na de to ni nya tu uti no wanu ni nyina na o ya de ko dabi ye se no mu se ya no mu kakra na beboa nti ya to uta to bi ma wunua wadamfo na won so no na etuni ya de ase na wadanyame ase Jackson say obi a wo yale malaria obi a wo yale typhoid de uto Jackson no a nyame dumunti obeto obi a wa wu ni tua se
wanu mu ato na wontimi nidi aduane si wanim na wontimi nidi de ahote obi the whole day or say mente se kom di mi o ade na wonte se kom di o na de na esese wo ye esese wo didi na onum nsuo na obo ade bobire mu no enuane no ani nubra ne haba ma na kaka bomu no akosha na mu na energy na wo hwere ye no etimi akosha na se basa na sanko yiye dia na se how bi aba yaksen se num yaksen mesha no na be boost immune no na mo etimi adidi wetimi ada na joint pains ne nyoma a wote no so afiro so nti wo de baabi a wonim se ye to bibiduro se ye Herbal center se ye drugstore se ye baabi bia wonim no wo wura ho busa se me pe yaksen ne mesha ne bi na menum na no na be boa na tie se wachi bremu wachi dompe wachi kese wo dompe mu na wi wo de a ya wo to yaksen mesha no no to yaksen natural capsules yaksen natural capsules we mienu a na we what the nsuo na no yaksen natural capsules na aduro yi makacho say eye 3 in 1 yaksen natural capsules no eye 3 in 1 eye enubra ne habamba ya kan bomu no eye nyarewa hodo miensa tieni baako eye infections no ane de ahi se be me bia ya wodwonso a epai mienu be me bia wodwonso a woti pain woti yaw ewo obemam bema bia obema no ehi na ya nan kakane no utimu se na emodu sesei akwa akire ayeketwa afi utimu se na ne tenten no so ehi secondary no afi sabi ode bo ani atim keja ukọ petre yo na uyire fi se na anu bi ojunso ma na bibia efiri mu ba no efita afi wuntimu se onko yie na wato memmedro wo wiase nyina aso no ma enko Yaksen Herbal Center say to Yaksen Mesha, not to Yaksen natural capsules. Yaksen natural capsules. You weigh me no funny show no. I simple. Would the new show no and no capsules now? Would the abro so 5 days? Wow, what ti pain obema ni obema unko ye. Na what think as a wayase or twice situation. Na obema no sisi will be sisi no. Yaksen Herbal say we just how no feel so very simple. Nti we die se we be ma na wunim pefe se enioma bi nkoyie na wutum se be ya na nsuo fufuo ne nioma bi pimples bi gugu na oba bi ya hwene ne nioma hodo bi a mesere wo Yaksen Herbal say to Yaksen Mesha no to Yaksen natural capsules no na wo de anonom ebe yi hawo no afiro so nti we obema na bo petre yo a emfa nhye se na me mema sem akofom na me bo ani enko na me de me nko ade de bia nioma bi nkoyie ma wo there is a way say to Yaksen natural not to Yaksen the mesha na we mienu na de aboso na wonum wi a obegina wo na so obekwa animu na wa ye adwuma na wo ye oba de atie oba nsuo fufu egu wo wase ye anwu yi infections tieni na ensuo a eba pampan wom eyetoroka na yi sa amaman yi sa akatoa na nioma enkoyi no utum se sebe efie hokora ahimfie ho abaye to Yaksen Mesha na to Yaksen natural capsules we wo ba tie ni eni tina ya me bo no mes no 0244 72 3541 0244 72 35 41 0244 72 3541 and answer 0271 22 04 0271 22 04 Yaksen Herbal Center na wato na wafre na wabusa wo question na ya kire de sese wonom na boawo etu yade ase ama ho ato mesi oba no ti enioma adu kuru wo yi ehawo a wona amu ensuo fufu egu wo brown scala ne nioma pampan bi ewo mu ene nioma a wohuni eye wo kan se eye normal enye normal nyame amo ne saa nyame anya ne saa se de mi ka kire wo yi eye yade bi na aba eye infection bi na wakote na ya na ahom te se senka ba ma bi ehu akoso akwandu ya agema na oka kire wo se enioma enkoyie bibi sei na eko na nyabotre mato Yaksen natural capsules eni Yaksen Mesha brew yiwe mienu na fa nsuo no nom na enyi ahimfie ho nsiesie ho ma ho nya wose ho nya nyopo a wo se ne buafu adan wo so okopa na bibi na ode brew da bi eye hawo a wonamu no ene wo boa wo ema sabi enioma ama miscarriages eni busume akontuo wayase wi wo wayase ye wo ya nsisi wo bisi pimples bi egu wo eni nioma bi ama waya na waye soro ha to da na wo de wuti na wo da wutwi na wayase ye wo ya eni saa de ni na efiri saa baba so no efiri saa infections no enu nti ne ye ka ho asema che wo se wonya Yaksen natural capsules wonya Yaksen Mesha na ofa we mienu na de ni nsuo no anonom just simple we anapa awia enimre unum odi me ka kire say unum for 5 days pe wa obehu difference obehu say ani enioma hodo enuru ahodo a wo nom no wato nuro nanso Yaksin Herbal Center Yaksin Natural ani Yaksin Mesha no se die si ebo ama infections se die si boaye ema utisi mu no dompem ani nioma ndompani hawo a wo namu ani wa ya se awi wo ani pain a wo tie no ebefiru so no wa na abeka hwasem ani ntime kama kyerɛw na maka kyerɛw masrɛw sɛ baabi bia yɛto bibido sɛ yɛ Herbal Center yɛ drugstore ɛyɛ hwanhwan wo de ebusa sɛ opa Yaksin Mesha ani Yaksin Natural capsules na wo wura hɔ na tobi na wonom anapa wia nimrɛ tobi ma ba tobi ma adamfo tobi ma wo se wa bia sɛbi obodonkwa bi obebi bia wo ne yɛ free na obo nse watɔ ade akyɛ no na obo nse aduro na wo ma no obakamfo obeda wase obehu se ane wato adupa ana ade ama no afei obi a wunim se opose wani usisi ta ye wo ya wo yem ta tim tieni wa woni tua se udwale a ho ye wo hene utifa timi pa wo woni ya ekọ ya na wonsa aye utitiriti ya na wo yem abom krr amama ye gina wo mu Yaksin co capsules ani Yaksin Mesha fa wadru Yaksin co capsules ani Yaksin Mesha ukwa agana wuntimi uyem taatim eya na ho ye wo hene uyem bubom eya na yese nkwe wonsa ye otitiriti wonsa aye otitiriti wonan ye otitiriti wonan mpobo atumi wuro unim na wo de wonan sifom ase fom na wonsa awo kakra ba ye dia amanfo huna ma ye awurade awo na ode ahya wo hawo wonsa no ananse taachi wo no hawo na aba Yaksin co capsules na fa Yaksin Mesha no Yaksin co capsules na fa Yaksin Mesha fa no enu na bebo nya awode abade na nso wudie wuti pain wom wote se emu ewewo emu eye wo ya na wonsa ye otiti ananse na etaache wo dia na wanom Yaksin ne Herbal Center Yaksin do no bi na no na onom a ebeboa wo aka me meet ba ko pa me soro so nti phenomeno na tie phenomeno na wo de wo question wo how bi a de wo kire wo yale ni mu a ne ye kire wo de se wonum na aboa wo atu ya de ase 0244 72 35 41 0244 72 35 41 0271 22 04 0271 22 24 22 04 Thierry 024 0271
oh yes I got
0271 22 04 yes in here obo 0271 no go 2 sa 4
okay
no go 04
okay
very simple
0271
22 04 ano ofra uno mese ahudo nyina baabi a yeto me pacho abidank Mr. Dan Herbal PFA ene wo mo eton aduro e Kumasi Potamu nyina obenya bi wo mo e won kran ene okanshi dragley ho baabi a yeto aduro wo mo e wo mankesim kepkus ene takorade baabi a yeto aduro sehwefo nyina me pacho ko na to aduro no me se Yaksin Mesha no say malaria eye fever e na ache wo dia mesrew nom Yaksin Mesha eye o mama na akofom baba so na edokro infections ne wanya o mama na ehi ekofom a mfaje beye koto aduro Yaksin Natural not Yaksin Mesha e de ka ho na apo koko na edokro wo dia Yaksin co capsules onum a ebeboa wo e ma o yade afuru so okay obade nshira o medase
onshira won so onshira Yaksin adwuma no na yadefo no nyina banom Yaksin nro no yakopo onsa omo eyare alaji yebeda wasena mo friend numbers no na mo ne mperifo yi eni enkomo Liverpool showed class yesterday but Semenyo was top notch. We are not talking enough about Salah's record. He's a world-class player. Arrow nyankomasa hinkro the also the brain and anope no. After he abused him racially, Semenyo should have told him, you can never walk alone. Sir Dave, anyway, if we talk ready, and so yeah. All right. Me call na mini gentleman dental clinic akudi enkomo kakra na boss boko de.
Na mi adom sejo.
Ye nyakopo asipa. Esin ho adwuma de say krum ha ne muro ye Ghana ha. We gentleman dia Okay. I know some kid talk. Be a bomudin. Be a bomudin. Ma, you didn't come back on pay. They're not the brain.
Medasi. Na incha kese be free Judgment Dental Clinic asoe e dia ma atiefo ne ahwefo a eti na ehwe sa no pay. Said the nim dada no Judgment e asoe a ye sin ho adwuma ye hwe esen ne esi yare bia wo sen ho bia no utu anamon de ba Judgment Dental Clinic a onya gidie ne arehwemu se doctors akukudama e wo ya soe e be hwe ne aboa na wo so sewe na okasa so yade a e be CP e dia ma. Then I make no onundifo bi ka asem said the mouth is the gateway to the human body. E chemu a adedo na ekoni padiam no fadodo na nam wonum ena ekọ say ye aduane a udi nsu a onom even edru a onum mpo no enam wonum na ekoni padua no nti abere na brebia no ehu behia se wonum ebeda ho se ne be ya aduane ne nsu ene edru a ekoni padua no eya ade a emfa nsunsu asobọ ne bia enye den emfa mbrew nti na Janyeme Dental Clinic ho ma say to anamon bra ne fa wo sen yare be hye yensa ne yen hwe yemboa na wo so wo sewe na okasa no dwumadi a wodo bia no enya ade a ebekoso ede ama Judgment the services ni bi kra aid and yedi kan ye examination and consultation say bia pese wo how bi efa wo se ho ye side of the world no de ye ne say obiba dental clinic a isa nipa no esen e ne yansa na wotu anamo aba eni kwan se eba ne sa abra otimi nkan wo se enya wo ya krompo no to anamo bra na ye examination ma ye hwe se yare bi ekoso wo se ho antempa no e doctor se wo ya so ye ehu na esi ano ntem e de ama even busu minsia bia so wo se obiara tu anamo no ba na ye hwe wo se ho kama na yi fie wo se ho nyina den efiri o ma na esene ho eda ho ni say examination and consultation kwa de a Judgment ho ma wo se butu anamo no aba na wo de wo se na abehye yensa na ye hwe esene ho ma kama afenzu se bia efin aba esene ho wo hwe obi siase na ade green ne black bi ehye esene ase enya ade a ehye nkran yi kra nti wo timi nkan bra na enye scaling and polishing emma ye hwe esene ho ye nyi fin wo esene ho nyina mfiri wo na esene ho nda ho se ye efin kwa na aba osene ase ne de fa bra Janyeme de ho enye sa ebedidi ase esene chi nam no a ebo esene ho ban no e how ba esene chi nam no a wan hwe ya esene obetimi alusu ama na yeyi because esene chi nam no na ebo esene ho ban e protect esene no akoye se ehye da ebo esene ho ban nti se wo hwan hwe esene chi nam ni yi na how ba esene chi nam no ho a ebetima mo alusu se no a ye oyare bi kan se gingivitis a onso betimi anyama na yeyi nti abra wo timi nkan se efin kwa na wo esene ho a Judgment ho ma so betu anamo aba ni ahwe e de ama afensu nipa dodo na ho a okasa na mpampan efin na nu eba na nya ade a ehye nkran eyade a egu enamfofa egu aware ese ye ne ye yonkofa ntem nti abra wotime nkan se okasa na mpampan edi akire eba nko anda Judgment ho ma se bra ni entreaty enfama yade awodo bebre ho a anase nyoma bebre ho a ede sa ade we ba halitosis nyoma awodo bebre na ede ba ebi ho a eye internal ebi so ho a eye oral nti se wanum nko ande abra ne fa be hye yensa even oba na ye screen no ade ede wo Judgment ne se oba na ye screen no ne ehwe na how no enye wanum a ye be refer ede wakọ the right place a ye be hwe ne aboa na wo so how no amane a wokom ni na ya den afiwo so nti se nkan kwa na wanum nko ade a Judgment ye to yensa afro se bra ne entreaty e wo product ahodo bebre e wo yaso e ya oba ye de obeto so na no so aboa amasa nka na efi wanum oba na ya ade a wonso etu ebetwa ama se bi so atokuro abeto wusim obi wo ha ne suro nyina nti a oma dental clinic ana oma Judgment ne se osuro se oba ye betu ne sene e de afi ho enya sa na etie ye mom ye de ne se ye bo osene ho ban ye protect ye seno na esena wo ho se na be ya adwumadi Nyankopon bo osene se fa bedi asase so no watimi e de abedi nti se tokuro abeto wusim e bia udidi na aduane ho proper ya kohiem na obi di due yi obi di praye yi ana se onum nsu a na efemfem nti obi wo ha nsu onyunu kra de onum bibiem because onoma na efemfem no e ba ne sa fabra feeling wo ha ye be ye de ama na asili tokuro se de be ya sa hawi unkomo biem impo se tokuro na bo adu stage bi a untimi didi wo ho ukoda na ewe wo saa e kire wo se tokuro no abo e de aduru akiri fani nyina abehye Janyeme densa ne ensiesie esene enfama se ne be ya sa haw ne amane na ukom no ne nyina eto be den ebetwa ebiem se esene na eden atu osia tu no pese ye chefofro edema wa ne nyina wo ha oba Janyeme da be ya mo ye wasini mu ahodo mienu ye wo ba ko ye hye wa obetima yi wa de no wa horo kama asa hye ne wo ba ko so ye hye wa onfa wonsa enka bi man no so eye fixed ne nyina wo se utu anamo no oba Janyeme da so ye ne ye examination ma ne hu de beboa na doctor se wo ho no en recommend ne ye hu adwuma so nye den enfa ma na wo so wa ko use ne be ya e how na amane bia wukom so nyina be ya de a ebetwa e de ama esene etu a ehu be hia se obe replace one replace a e won sunsun aso be bra e de be bro the kind of say speech issues one here o kasa na from my den ene namu ebi emu so ese ne betima chiachia abeche sa space no afei so difficulty in eating ese tu na wan chef for ho a one here udidi a adidi mu no ebe ya ade a ebe bibia o kakra ena afei bone loss sa side one so betimi ayeden atom ama na yi nti wo timi nka na wo sia tu nko ada gingerment e to yen sa afro se bra na yenye bi emfa nhia ma ebia ese no arrangement nso enko yi ba ku si anim ba ku si akire ana spaces ahodo abedada ese ntem so a bra braces wo ha ye be hye ede ama wo na no so within a couple of months no ahyehye ese no kama ede ama wa onso no o confidence level no be ya ade a ebe kosuru yi pa braces na emu ahodo mienu ye ba ko ehye wa wetin dia bo life e wo ho na ye medicated one so a ebe ye ese ne ho adwuma enso wo ha to ana mo ne bra gyenye meda so ye na enye sa braces yi emfa ma ebia ese no kala nso enye wo fe opese opo ese no ho na ye fita nso a teeth white na wo ha oba ye be ni nyina de ama na sa ha na wokom ni nyina nso ayeden afiri ho e de akọ afen nso ebia wo fie opese ye tu anamo ba woni mre nti opese ye ba fie na ye ba be hwe wo fie se na ye hwe wo ye office na nso a home service nso wo ha ye utu a ofre ya ye betu anamo na aba bebi a wo adwumam wo fie bebi a wo bia no na aba ho aba be hwe de hia so be fre Gentleman Dental Clinic bebi a wo Ghana ha fa na nyina ye branches no ahwete Ghana ha fa na nyina fre ye betu anamo aba ho na aba be hwe kama ase de ye hwe e wo ye office no dipa dodo na wo ha o minitesu a na o te ya na sekese na ewa echi no ni mola na etwa to na ewa echi no o minitesu a na o te ya e hotimi ye ne ya saa e kire wo say infections aba be hye ase o gam ni timpeja ama food particles e hye ase na afa create infection to wo saa how yin so a Gentleman ye to yen saa fro say bra any of your branches Ghana ha ya hweti Ghana ha fa na nyina ba ye be hwe ne abo Kumasi ya wo hwe Gentleman Dental Clinic ye wo Abrepo Junction Total Filling Station echiwo udi wani echireji no sanifa so ope eni metedi school no eni di animhwe enkran so o hwe a enungwa main lorry station echiwa Gentleman Dental Clinic e wo ho Atomic Down do mekwa benya run about nso onsa benkum so ope Gentleman Dental Clinic branch ba kon so yade a e wo ho Koforidua nso ye Central Police Station in Chen ho ye ne Central Market no eni di animhwe abronsan ho fro na ye Central Police Station in Chen ho na e ho pe na Gentleman Dental Clinic e wo Takra den so pipe no traffic light banchi sit down pipe no traffic light Tadisco Junction bebi ana GM Bank ewo enkane no sa bronsan na mu e na Gentleman Dental Clinic ya so ye ba kon so ewo aflawo enso ye Ecobank Story Building no na aflawo for asem de wo honte Gentleman e run free dental screening ewo aflawo nti wo timenka na wo aflawo a wo de America 1010 be kwa Gentleman Dental Clinic ewo Ecobank Story Building na mu Gentleman ewo ha ye free dental screening enso ewo ho Tamale so ye were opposite the post office and adjacent MTN main office no ye branch ba kon so ya de ho na techima no so ye were magazine Encom Hotel achiwa pe Gentleman branch ba ko ho media numbers ni betu dwa na ya yeti ya fa numbers ni afre Dr. Wala no so abre bia onu bedi nkomo o ba any of your branches no why ra kwan so a ofra ya peke obebi a ogina bia na ye de wakọ ye branch ni akọhwo ye numbers no e 0549 90 65 0549 90 65 88 and 0559 13 95 82 0559 13 95 82 ofra Dr. Beje also abrebia no wadi nkomo o buy branches no ayra kwan so afre numbers no na ye pick o Gentleman say esen wo yare bia no fabra be hye yensa na ye hwe ne ye mboa na o serie e na o kasa e na wadidie mu nya ade a ebekoyi e de ama ye say it is time for you to smile again say yo that's it.
It's time for you to smile again. To me srefie sin na Gentleman be boa wate wo sere sa de nyina na o try so be kana no na tum on person be fie ne se for obvious reasons people cho ma Gentleman enye waso e da se pa mon friend numbers no na money omo eni nkomo de how bia ko na omo be boa wani be san agiye na watimi asere e woni pam afi o se kama na obia enso ehu Gentleman omo nkrato enso na yakofa no ye betu aso awa Muhammad Besan Trans na fi ode afa Africa kakra na ye de aka no enso abramo ye top 5 ewo eye leaks no emu no ena yedru ha awa wi a ye de no so bansa na afisem no ye de kakra enso asoso football is actually back. Our weekends and midweeks just got better. Good luck to Manchester United this season. Greetings to Dr. Franco Naro, Kwame Walcott, Redford, UK. May you message, and so everywhere. Pep Guardiola have not lost 2 league titles in a row throughout his managerial career. So I still see Man City as favourites for the EPL title this season. There also the Abreye no. Okay. Mamini Mienubi Mfri 1 hour. And so Emrem. Okay. Wait, I say, please, do you guys have a betting platform? If yes, please kindly add me. Because this year I need money seriously. So, I know you guys, you and your crew have a secret betting platform. So please add me. Anefi, Kanda Sunyan Zongo, and Ediwe Abre Anas. We are Muslim. Strong Muslim. Now I'm surprised I have found 2 betting platforms. So betting, a serious sin in Islam. So unimwa me kachiro call Surah Al-Maida. Surah Al-Maida 590. Quran chapter 5 verse 90. Surah Al-Maida. Kogan kayo. Na share de wati. Kreboni I say me ma betting. Nefi, what disappointment big time. We grad say ke ka me phone so na ga head boko na de brem na bibi ho sa me de ma wo de ba to asem nkan
osi odim say o secret bi a o betting platform
yeah ti fa ma no so what is zungu ho ya no sunyan all right awal yen to ase
sejo na meka Mo Salah ba Premier League no the second coming no 9th season ni from 2017-18 season no up to this year because okay 2017-18 18-19 19-20 2021, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26. Seju, only one season per. That is 23, 24 season.
Okay.
Against Chelsea. And in match day one shegu.
Okay.
Only that game bia. Apart from no Seju, any match day one our bia shegu. Against Watford in 17-18 season, Seju 3-3 he scored. Against West Ham in 2018-19, Liverpool won 4-0 at Anfield. Sergio, he scored.
Okay.
In 2019-2020 against Norwich, they won by 4-1. He scored. And Sergio, after that one, 21-22 against Leeds United, he scored. And no crowd here, Sergio, 2020-2021 against Leeds United, and he had a hat-trick, Sergio, or a hat-trick that day. No? And of course, 21-22 against Fulham, 21-22 against Norwich, they won by 3-0. He scored. And then 22-23 against Fulham, 2-2, he scored. And then the one I won Shania 23-24 after 22-23 season, no? And we had that Chelsea near Luis Diaz shared goal, no? And then last season 24-25 against Ipswich, he scored. And the N1 so 25-26 season. Sergio, he's the first person to score 10 goals in match day one Premier League. Like what been sida. And Sergio, and American can say what extended the goal advantage in terms of numbers, you know, Oni and Diko Ayepe joint all-time top scorers. Omo 4th. We Alan Shearer, we Hurricane, and then we Runia. Sergio, Omo mi no a joint 4th in terms of all-time top scorers. Okay. And Sergio, pe Nioye no. Likely so bit me to so no breaky the record no. So you know I was happy with Semenyo Nyame bo Monday ye buy goals and Ghana for be share. You be talking about that on that one. So you know now I chanced the opportunity to see Ali against Faku. Yeah. Last week against Modern Future. Niaman tray result and no more any museju. It ended host Tanzania, Omoni Central African Republic, Ebebo, and of course Burkina Faso and Madagascar. Over the table now, say you Tanzania fono are the runaway winners. 3 games on my bonina on 1 the 9 points. No, Mauritania more bomu games away. So almost 7 points. So here is the battle. Madagascar and then Burkina Faso a game to play and Madagascar were 4 and only Mauritania were +1, say you in terms of goal advantage. No, Obia were +1. So should Madagascar beat Burkina Faso, Omobeba 7. And a honumna omugo advantage in terms of tally na eba be count no ebe ma omo overtake Mauritania no mwanya the second spot no, so that one could help them to get the opportunity to join Tanzania and be the topmost team. I will two teams within that group. No more getting the ticket to the next stage, quarterfinals of the competition. No. So for Central African Republic and Burkina Faso, say you more chances of qualifying there. Say you I die out Anissa. Or more chances of qualifying into the next stage. Say you it's not there. So Madagascar any advantage. Should they beat Burkina Faso? What it means say omoni Mauritania nyina be mo 7 points and I sign so mun nyina wo +1 goals no e be Madagascar enya the opportunity to join Tanzania no mo so the second team to get that spot no more going into the next stage of the CHAN tournament and
okay. Awal Mohammed and so and nabodu bako apa osima bako pepe dumienu na ye peja ye mu ene ye meminda enchekra o say
am wasem buzo
wo bose buza wan
che mu say da bintisa da say nye kotoko mo Champions League kotoko
ye come for
omunshia Arabs omunshia Leali
say shia wak ye kotoko yi kwara ye ne
wak nebo wak so mo ye park bi fe ni destro astrotel
omo Mohammed the 5th stadium e wo Casablanca
ye so mo ye astrotel
the woman say
destro
omo kotoko yi kwara omo ne kotoko shia game no be ba so Mohammed the 5th stadium
Mohammed the 5th stadium
e wo Casablanca
e ono na game so how ho yi anu time na ye o want man qualify am ko Africa onwene ho obi a qualify ko o ayi o problem and say kwan e be fa so e be yi na free me na wo dwen ho when man qualify
bompa no ko mo ni man ma bompa
one qualify na how
na da bi o me bompa e say ko mo ko na ma bompa e say tia no ho say nka ho da bi asa na
when man ko
o nwe o kana si general me si bi bompa
me wan ka me nwi kotokofo no
na me na
kwa me fa so me qualify na me dwen ho
da bi se ya de so beke o e so beke wan sa ni adwen ho
okay
na me so beke wan sa ni adwen ho ade we na mbuza awa yi mi o he yi mi black man bi as Mali player bi
Ali Dien
mama ni ye no boy Ali
we bought 4 seasons oko Saudi oko ball Saudi loan
all right enter be top 5 no we have about transfer that year top 5 no dwene said they had to with me qualify na omo
adwene no bi no say be ya uja fo so ba fie
okay Mo Salah is the best ever African player in the EPL. Nasir Hassan, Saudi Arabia. Also, and Odessa message Cecilia. Okay, ma yentwaswe. Please, it's 3 questions all at once. Me pracho questions no sir. Inra na ese busa questions na emre am. I don't know. Say maybe Number 1, don't you think Mr. Keto Okereke will be ineligible to contest as a GFA president for a 3rd term since the newly approved statute is due to take effect at the next FA elections in 2027, of which by then his time as the FA president will have expired? Number 2, why was a non-existent club and in Insuatreman FC, why were they allowed to be involved in a decision-making of an association they no longer belong to? And finally, what's the EPL's code for this season? Aziz Idi Goro, Tema Community 1, side 10. They also Dubai and Anopay, I don't know. Okay, Mamenko Andy came here. Andy.
Yeah.
So Obidi I say me by na ka person you hold but you are top 5 now sir.
Premier League top 5.
Yes.
Okay. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Man United. Name top 5 no.
Liverpool,
Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Man United. Top 5 no.
Dindra.
You know this a time maybe mo.
Kakre unti mem sir. What you use kakre 2-3 minutes as summarize am.
One, I think Liverpool still have that team, that quality. Again, coach they have about 90% of the team that won the league last season. Only deficiencies be. Again, it is difficult to beat them, both home and away, and they are still cruising. And how they struggled in the second half, but they came back into more that winning. And Arsenal, I think, Arsenal and also Obuji League, you know, per the arrangement. But because I don't have trust in Arteta, no, unless me wrong. A year Mendy midfield, their team is balanced, they have quality, they have individual differences, and guys on meeting a bail out of the situation. Again, almost our options team more baby. Now Manchester City, because of the pep factor, because we will believe said the absence of Kevin De Bruyne, no, but the pep factor, no, edged the lives of Ryan Shaki, Nico Gonzalez, and all those guys. And now we expect say Man City back for right back, but still I almost take it to Matthias Nunes and Chelsea. You know, Robert Sanchez and a centre back at Chelsea and Copeno. So I'll bet with anybody say Chelsea can win the Premier League. But I think the two areas will be key and don't be affected Chelsea going forward. I know more money and Manchester United team no said you. I think say they have a problem with their midfield, but on attack ni be Billy out of the situation. Me hear Newcastle United, me hear Nottingham Forest, me hear Aston Villa for the past few years. Omo pushy say omo ene betimi awdu atop 4 ni ma be make amends na. Me hear Newcastle United without Isaac. Me share team friend Aston Villa with their issues omo ntimi sign be in the market. And Nottingham Forest ombe concentrate e Europe na. Say you I think say eno na ma these teams no me yi omo say omo eye top 5. Okay. Now, story now I'm saying who are in locally no. About what is set to say hard for some pen there. Coach is on pen, meaning so what ya.
And they are na.
Sisi you call Nebuza.
Yeah.
You call Nebuza.
Say coach is on person to say.
O there you call Nebuza.
Unimba.
Sir. Oh, yeah. My man the benefit.
Na dia obeji no ho hanis na okafa no ho ntino. Oka wan wi na so akobusa further questions. Na man wa kwoti.
Baba there we.
Ba oya we abas ya we.
Abas
me shada nya we.
Do come plans ho.
Because they said last week, I'm going to busa company for one sem.
I'm so plans.
I'm so enquire some two medicals.
Okay.
Busa company for na
busa company for busa MD ankasa.
It be one na so.
Ebe mo ngwa say bibisa because busa question pa say to say issue no me ntiase. Omo say the woman ni mo cheche me move for say we book for ni nyina wi players ni nyina before pre-season obia say call medicals ma ya za hwe obia pomodin yeah the best start season and no mo so on sa ankoye. Say no chino be free from Monday ni be seen there maintain wasem.
Okay, anyway there me jaw sisi enti odi ehwe mu
mate
aha de ho
mate me
tino obi kusa say
mama nko doctor ho na me hwe the top 5 na nsana yele dia kan so aba. Good morning Sergio and the Kem say Franco Nairo and you Sergio, what are your predictions for this new season of the EPL? That boy. Anyway, if you tesi and abre that boy, and one word you money goes away. Okay. Yes.
General, my top 5.
Yeah.
Next season we go Europe. Arsenal. I'm tipping Arsenal to win the Premier League. Followed by Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Manchester United.
I see. Arsenal,
Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, and then Manchester United.
Oh, okay.
Reasons are simple. First of all, Arsenal has been so close almost the last 2 seasons, and I think last season some of us feel that Arsenal centre forward 7 are there home, and with Gyökeres in place, I expect Arsenal to win the league this season. Normally, teams are more try several times, or do stage now. The likelihood so be making high. I think Arteta is still learning how to negotiate and manage his team in the entire season, and he's gathered sufficient experience that I, in particular, will be very disappointed if Arteta doesn't win the league. Liverpool team or more. Clearly, as it stands now, for me, they are the favourites. But who besides says Liverpool and they almost centre backs in me, assemble who are the backups for Liverpool. And we are one thing. In the absence of Gravenberch, I still think that they don't have proper holding midfielder for them in midfield. Into squad depth, a little bit of a problem for Liverpool. I know Harvey Elliott is there, but I still think there. I know you're there in the Premier League in general. City are baby saying by a very, very difficult to win the Premier League and defend it. In Pempi, se oba fufuru say, to say they are na slot by no, will take a number of managers by surprise. But then there will be a Premier League na Hibiano, or more backroom staff no, team omo yen wedjuma pano, Liverpool and Anna slot. Into omo best steady no, omo be yere no, umbe yen wedjuma pa, into bema Liverpool abre. Pep Guardiola, the entire life as a top coach, encore 2 seasons without winning a league title. But this season it will happen because the team no is in transition. Yanya number of times are players a free marco corner replacement or Weber corner replacement or but it doesn't look like Ibehu City or Besa dominating IBM. So I don't see City winning the Premier League this season. Chelsea for me I'm mature, grew and everything, but still I rate Arsenal and Liverpool ahead of Chelsea. Man United there, a signing so my United had their worst season since 1975, and with the signings are United, and looking at the fact that United will not be playing in Europe, into the concentration in the Premier League, it puts some clubs like Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle and the likes at a disadvantage. Is the reason I'm going for these 5. Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City in 4th position, Manchester United in a 5th position. This season the league will be in London.
Yeah, kikako na fe wiki nsmp ana esisi meka local stories no edoso ye pa. But name of Michael Ababi the way every UK or sister, I totally agree with Abbas, and I will add up that obia iniwa nekra bahu eye nefe, and the tradition goes on. Kumasi Santikoro is going to Africa to make the numbers, so we are more relaxed waiting for them because they don't have the quality to participate in Africa. To participate massively in Africa. Lastly, it's too early to predict the top 5 since some of the teams are yet to kick a ball. I suggest the panel can make a fair prediction after 5 games. Michael Ababu suggestion no. Just say Bobe Enum and Sana. Yet me I can say we beat me and make it top 5 and I ultimately make it a top 5 no. Final whistle remember the Abraham Wiki and a Ghana Football Association Congress 31st Ordinary Congress Nebaso and so our pram amokoteki decisions how do ko din juma ho do pi na the mood the super no 3 terms na free emre wo yenimi ye ba be diso na every president bia betimi akosi emprensa so 4 years sanso ana Ghana Football Association so build the offices the ama RFs no our regions no enso enyina. Okay, Omodi to WM said no betting company is allowed to take bettings on the GPL. Referees Sikaya Tutum FIFA referees benya 2,500 and Omamunye FIFA 2,000 match bia and on some and so EBP na fe car omo ana bus so be call matches no and so STC 50% and FA no betua de ama referees no. Okay, so na GFA no say omo introduce player standard contracts and homes and some and so FA no dey ato 11 Wonders, All Blacks, Port City, Dreams Ladies and Police Ladies say omo nyina no ebema omo buses and also hun sensem kakra apie na otwi sanso and Ghana Football Association dia tuja say ombema winner of the GPL 2 million Ghana cedis the tosumienu afi eno onu benya 1 million the tosumiensa 800,000 the tosu 750,000 Ghana cedis na fi bebre and so eka home sanso and the new review panel omo ebeshia emprenu. Ghana Football Association be benefited from Adisa production no year papa we and Samani Nano Abeto Jasanso and a mandatory pre and post match conferences and also no Ghana Football Association at the Guho Congress and so I agree say President James Medika I can 3 times with me ako Sanso and now so and Ghana Football Association omoni MTN and so I could sign a sponsorship deal be Ghana Football Association $2 million and also who says APA na what we to the Nahota Maklo on a impenifu ahodo and so the summer to jade afa prensa as Congress na koto abade ama FA president no sanso na gal katofo and so baso homo cup Hearts of Folk age them the day Abbas sa trophy the kwan bia so no me so mbeti maje
na trophy be ni enti
senye homo cup ata be
and cup bia no e Africa ye ni bi
oh da be ka de
the boss cup be nam se nyo cup be no Africa ye ni bi
about tete
na football without history football
na say homo cup mo bi da
homo cup se mo
you be on nam se cup bia no Africa ye ni bi
me se mo chance amado be gi homo cup
wo se we di e beti maje enko chi ngwe ni ye ngwe ni ye general yo kan ya na je sa se ye ni bibia bi kina sia na je se bibia ni we bi doctor Boada we di doctor bi se we do beti mai na je doctor bi bi da
na last time amuji league
amuji trophies you mo trophies but yeah me who trophy
last year say you no want boy je
because this is the trophy everybody
season after second season second match ni
the one season just for Abbas
miss for Abbas
one match
obi ko Africa
one match
if we so muji the last of World Cup Yabo League man FA Cup man Democracy Cup man now no President Cup man into trophy bear for
because of homo de mutmadia
FIFA man also we de mutmadia so on carbon
the when am see ajibida so obi o ti that because ajibida
the doctor kai na want
ajibida
the trophies are ya ba class ajiji
ajibida and ya boni yanyi bi
homo we de mutmadia
we de mutmadia de homo cup na mo no na so obi hu si ajibida what I say and you me nya do say we dey about so mo cup mo nyin ka de mo age no ho da
so na class no be pre-season no ekoso the day friendly games near the end no ekoso enti yen chance free
about so make for Charlie Masters na for Charlie Masters na dey we defeat no against Kotoko ne ba na
just started with the World Cup
for Charlie Masters
homo we when you never so about match that cup we
homo cup na be obi o anya last year ji last year anya fi anya say
homo we
o the homo cup ya do so be from outside bia we the better than I am.
Okay, young Bobo so grand America. Fa he ni. Yeah.
Avas. Ya ta wachi.
Bibia
homo
we.
Sumuni honamu nyina. They support the house.
Yene Lions last year no mo na bo ni eje
omuji aso de be ko kpando
na bi Lions omo head office wa Accra
bado mu kpando
omo head office wa Accra omo contract omo sa na Accra
and so omuji omo de be tra
ti ye man nya se ga kato for na se ba ko e bi ja no ye de ye man nya sa
here is a 10 minutes
okay and the pay the referees fitness test and so cause okay anyway
okay
na me monitor kakra na so far no is going well some of the FIFA referees is here me monitor na Juliet Apia na Nkrofo na go through nti e de ni behwe oni ahwese ni ne baby si akọ general ma me hwe nsem na betutu dwa no say Congress ni the out ni me fifim by first of all there were so much positives a number of positives around Ghana football ofa na disa production thing I need omode abe sponsor Ghana League na any sponsorship na something encouraging to the extent that team biabinya 1 million Ghana cedis and sana ya start a league no na se utumi bona oje so awaji 2 million Ghana cedis asikyere ne say ubo league ne gia anye yi kura wo 3 million Ghana cedis tituska 30 billion very very good edima yen league no teams in Kitwani be crowd them, sure say 1 million no, a bit more bomb almost
half and answer the entire season into the aka say or mobile managing war na bibia akoyi we no the free hon so the decision say or mobile ma emba no ebi ba rebeto abe you know the congress na that you second vice no is another positive. Then besides that bus is no mugusu cheno. The first one there was so much hula baloo around it. My position was that clubs na mwenya bus na de ebebo omo pa emfa ho ne ka mbenya na nka yetie rubber but they are also going to give bus to some other clubs, and I think say if they continue for some 5 seasons ubenya other teams but there is so much then someone that was first one no or more correct na yehu nsem because the first one there were a lot of bashing around it because of the kind of bus and how it was given out in so much no more and who adwuma edi free ho general share ho say clubs in post match pre-match and post-match press conferences no the Ghana say the BBR the end to say the England for no you fa omunema na eja ye de aba uko England before the game there will be what they say pre-game press conference emma inkomodie eba board ho emma etwe amanfo adwen efiri ho emma media men content emma mutime describe anomo discuss game no na ekwan bi so no the publicity around the game it to be kosoro. So for me it's good. Mesre say omombeko pre-match press conference no say coaches are omunsua ne makakra no mama nya akono enti beduru baby na beba be boring because coach no be kono sabio ne obotom no eni be free maba obekono ene oye press conference ye de nyame asi nyame boa den no awie the next day ubeka the same thing the third day ubeka the same thing ebeduru baby no bi amua o free press no kro mumba enti the idea is good but the implementation is equally important. How do you implement it very very important. Then the MTN sponsorship for the national team yedin komo we nyina na kwa bi so na say all the credit ma aban esoafo a ohwegu mesua so ne aban ni team po say ombebo ama football na kosoro because do aso to form a tisa production dey aban asemo na dey aba ufa MTN and so the involvement of government in doing this has been massive, and I think it's something now kakra na sensema before the NKE ewo omu congress no baako de din kan ekwan a omu fa so a clubs na omu ntene me bi ase etwotwo krata de koma efi na ni nyina no efi no ebu na so gu so say moye legitimate members na so so ye mbuamo it can find our letters or throw it 3 times ni nyina no they never responded to it bibisa me ho say dachi bi GFA throw to King Faisal and now try to new edubiase and now any member ni fail to respond and then F in the bay. So for me it was so disrespectful on the part of the FE, the teacher, the secretariat that is responsible for this. We are not the free honor. Sir King Faisal kwaji injunction one team and say wo so every day and no day ubi enu a obepeso odi ni tibe kwa kwaji accident. Wow, akwaji injunction no na say we smart. Ultimate injunction for some 3 days before Congress no want me and say via when him because when you are bread there ube to me save the Congress itself, the decision and how they treated the media for me was on the lower side. Ekwan the media no far so emo accreditation we no musa ja pram say omo they've tried to offer an explanation, but for me it was so unconvincing because say indeed at the end the bia was saying no many pan accreditation over the bow sa fee so ususu say be been tuned to me the sa ebuo sa obeka cheren centroni ni say a fee de ye mamu ma ye congress na se na emu ye nhihye ya yeni na nka to asumu na sa ibu de obetuma ba no abado ntumi na nka wajai. But for people to travel all the way to Pram and be treated the way they did was unfair. Ufa Congress na nkasa how they conducted it. Ekwan ya omufa so omuka ensem ahodo miensa ebia ye soronko. Ne bia nya related to the other one. ye kan ni nyina bom say ya chichire no boa gitum ana manyintum ana opamento aba no ebepim na yemi nwanwa na za say yemi nwanwa biem ni say obo kan ni nyina bom no congressmen no obia ntumi ansori amisa sentia 3 different thing agenda miensa ni nyina hia bato ye kan ni nyina bom say ye to aba whether it was a way to deceive them, whether it was a way to outweigh them, or sanum peso moyeno ebepim de mentia seda. Surprisingly, those who felt that it was wrong and wanted to speak were prevented to speak. Is another bad aspect of the Congress no moyeno. You know, ne po yampo o my Ghana, baby are you free, you know. That's how they J football. They did football background zero through announced expose and then the government declaring the headquarters of Ghana Football Association a crime scene. Yoko kwaji hobo so ni adi nyine dachi no. Yiwie no normalization committee ati ni FIFA ni omu nyina ka omu nsembom ka omu timpa omu say ye man Ghana mu hade. Ewo se FIFA akwanya ho so obi call the prince so. Ebi ana FIFA ho no mo dynamics mo mechanism any mo modus operandi se kwa mo fa so ye mo niema no mo wo bia niema mo betimi de a check amanfo ma omunya tumi no mbro so ntemo mo de no eye 3 ye gitum calf mo de 3 ye gitum ye man Ghana ha de opanyina na wote so na ne yesi waye kankabi di tumi na bro so Ghana fo be brejidi esese ne niema kwanko ya ye sorry tia no edike egu football no sabre no wote so ne prensa so seni yehu no ne ani anye ho nti o my Ghana ye de munya ye de enum pre no mfamaye eno mugitum. Some of us feel that the 2 terms no maximum 2 terms no ni ye mu a enka anye ye kura no nka yenye no ne pre no ana ne prensa so na nka yenye nyina so aka say cat buy na odi 2 times ko na ya ma na kwan ya ma na nko 3 term asuma si buy ko 2 times na wanya kwan nko 3 times no ye hwe nwumo mbe ye ne de omoye na enko munya 3 times ana nka beboa until let's go back to 3 times and let's go to 3 times. Nanka we have sufficient grounds data to effect and also propose those change but we there yanta chini free hon ma yeshishe ye bibia good football normalization bibia bad the next beneficiary of something we all criticize and spoke against, you know, has now been offered the opportunity to go back to where Nyantechi was. Ubibeka say ye koya na say ye day ye buy. But wana omuye tu ahene isi hene no mu di tintimai o football ma o mu vote no omu se eno ne beboa. Ye nyina ebe trande ahwe because honestly se me hwe congress no na me hwe Rav Jamna sorry ye e kwan a Kurt de ne fa so me hwe referee John Seja sorry ye a quiet fast with the fast. I ask myself, so this is the 6th year of Kate. And if you look at the power need to me or de casa, you are waiting, say, so call the 3rd term now in somewhere 2030. Because we call the 3rd term, so children will be 2031. After some 11 years in office, you wonder how powerful he'll be and how miserable the other Congress members will look like. Just after 6 years, look at one now called it down form cosre or mumu to abamano. She how our muti the shed ni 2 million baby do after 6 years. If you are imagine now forecasting some 10 years time in office, how it will look like. Well, here are now Anas Biasa sorry. It may what I will tell Kate is those are his people. Say if indeed after the term of office of Fonzo Oyokia is better, probably he doesn't continue. But me jidi ye say onunti enu yes adi inti be din be yemo say obeka say onko tetem.
And you prove it so onunti no me.
O me prove nyina say a day in the man who hears so Mokoshe Shemra say
was on me who you was on the questions about contest. I say, you see, over 2.5 years.
Yes.
Okay. but they be completing the term. They no man team cry.
General.
So how do you say your nunti nam conscious amra?
Mr. Curtis or Krekunti and the man one omoko propose and the man the status review committee, you know, it go through all this to do this because as you speak there is any Ghana ni bia or qualified to stand as GFA president in the next election. Say Yansi Sanfa and Kotria unqualified. The only person Senkoman Sasa Amra we are only qualified. Keto Kreku. But what must say?
And my papa.
The next election, no, say a Kwakotua, say Yansi Sambrano in a journey 2 times. Obi Bia or qualified to stand as president still qualified. Apart from Kate. The only single individual Yansi Sanfa and Kotria obeye onye qualified. So you qualified. On say wo omo and near me ma qualified. Ejina as GFA president. And I'm saying that anybody who qualifies to stand as FA or to contest as FA president in the next election, that person would have still qualified without changing the law.
Okay.
See, I'm changing law now. The only person on to me qualify, Ebeyeket. And then the net is so. Enti, see ye be bia near trial near Sambrano, Yamakwam yet to me 3 times that. Then they are only doing it to make Kate qualify so that he can contest. So I'm saying that I'll be extremely surprised if Kate anchor for the 3rd term. I will be extremely surprised. We'll be named that chance. But the nadir, my dream say, he's the reason they changed it and not any other person. Abaye.
Yeah.
That's it. Minim sebia be kwande ho aba ka.
Mekono ho aba.
Okay, ko
bra. Mekono ho aba. Na afi atwa so e de amamo. Ntade e hye kama yi pa pamcho the shop Jedediah and I provide the my justice kama pa with me enya bi ato e wo Jedediah ho emfa ho ni ba bia o request ya ni se e dru awoboa no bafua ten na ode abro kala bia opebia jersey bia opebia se so form se school na opedi amomo wankasa na opebi dia she wakodo nkua bi na opedi amano se ode koche odofo bi emu bia ode fakoja Jedediah na tentem a obo ne se ka ede aba waboboa no kama pa quality no enso ewo soro pa ne bo no enso ewo form so obaso to numbers ahodo din ahodo no o ye tro edigu jerseys no modi ma so instantly obaye na ode abroad jersey bia opebia league no na e hyase no entika ho Fred Jedediah e was 0248 890104 0248 890104 and 0501 359776 0501 359776 Jedediah. Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
Ghana have baby bia
no. Or the bro. Oh, nice one.
Blue say
okay. And crepa Mr. Kumasi Asante Kotoko Jesse Fufra aba kama no. There be a show no Kessben television so hano. Ebi ewo Kessben security post wa blue okwa obenya bi de amao colors a ope and the sizes ne ade nyina no ebi ewo ho ka ho na braha na beto wo Jesse Kumasi Asante Kotoko Jesse no Oscar beto bi Jesse
Oscar ko toni nyina mu nguzi ye na bonten
Obi toni nyina no
toni nyina am dia gufie gwada kam
ani tina a dreams about you crowd
Ose
I don't dreams about
se Kotoko
my because supporters in machine do
toni nyina gufie na gwada kam matum
Umu biani
this is not so mu na bonten
I see.
Who is a bomb on scout?
The quality na fair team Jesse Tina we sana.
There we say bafo be hu say kotoko Jesse wa body.
Also Jesse muda.
There mean so muda.
Uzom. Ka won koto fa ngudem.
Na me de be gudem.
Okay.
You tell me de be go. Ombe say Jesse na sapa so no mu hu na bontin.
Mo de ne to bi we.
Yeah, enyamai. Yeah, peka enyamai. Enyamai.
More kid sponsor.
Ni nyina yemuguso. And I'm saying you muguso. Menkazi obi o. And mzi yemuguso. Omuguso ya omo pebi.
Omo kotu abas kotu ni.
Kotu ni. Omuguso a omo pebi.
In
start season.
Maybe what? So has omo do omo Jesse on be share this.
That be sponsorship a different part of this.
You
bet me sponsorship wa. E bi abaka me say bet me sponsor me say bet me sponsor me say it's a difference of sponsorship.
Jesse am be using season when ababontin.
Jesse no. And aba.
You need sponsor be ada.
Kenny Mwansa ne be hu lebu ebo Mwansa.
Okay.
Akensa.
All right.
Say Jesse ndi won.
There be abas. And just share sponsorship na say you. Yes, kit sponsorship.
Kit. Kit dey say dey ni bi. Jesse na nya band dey nya.
Obi nya ne dey no. Okoto go good dem.
And even na musana mo beto mi. Lion watch you cancel it.
Emre ko da be ma ba zumrem.
Hey, that time.
Yeah.
You know. President Ketia Sokriku say one standing the next election na third term na ebeba back the 7 wonders in the world and no beba become 8. I'm no ba
you don't take a decision. More man. I don't know why.
What's it why they?
On take a decision. Oh man.
And I'm say 7 wonders na we aso. Sa third term no say one stand there na the beba become 8. Nti wo dey atwere to. Again. E dey na bema kin face a atwere dey akoma efe ne say omo peso omo ho timisa omo propose yes third term ne yem fanko na ABC ne from March till now bosume maako nim ni omo amfiki mfisafo e die na be kwa akudru
prosper say wa o pese o hu no bra office usabeka chano kati
say maybe in training enipa prosper what is he representing if there's no club obey general secretary for him for obey general secretary for a group biana. He's representing the clubs. They are there because of the clubs. And the club is demanding for a reporter must say other club propose. You know where say only be a would see ya. Fabre. Hey, Sejo. Omoba Congress. Or board club could you move to Timmy Bobio. Or Premier League team boy Premier League team be.
Why are saying?
You know, on board club could you want to be a team bio. But some president can't go mobile and I want it. As obo be debut. There be 85 no to. A dear the best sense see and central for about for video no the buy and to so. Mode bodyguards a bit Gina gate and as a judge and for no go too. Mode bodyguards a bit Gina gate. And yeah, first one now no Mujina Bontemo.
To them also.
You know, oh, and only how
gadgets na dia. Journals no ekuta o no intimi
na me makọ congress da o se franco ye ko kia news na bodyguard bi gina o makọ pram da se jo aha mu nya nuru grounds ho mutala mu ni gina ho we ntantwefo ya ka o magu ni nyina ne se obi ewura mu o de rate ne beba rate ne wan fa ama bibia eye term ne ho rate o mo sa preventing ntantwefo na kire ha no mo gina ha 1 hour 30 minutes and o mo sa mo ko inside omo ko inside no omo sa pe ba bi mo omo tenaye room ho do omo ansa am obi agura ho ena sejo omo nsa ni eni bibi omo de besi a video no omo twa no se na no se franco na roka omo tiko no omo twa ba hu obi o congress na se apart from mpanimfo na omo ho no and again panina nkasa sa MC program no se da be ya untimi nsole nkoka ho inti omo kan obi akasa boafo eche ne yem because teams na nkasa na se do enye hu a obese term na omo fo aso 5 kro mu nuru na obi esuro eti se do eye ono a chance ya obenya de agina nti e na san hihye we omo ye ne pepe so omo se kaf ni FIFA da be na hu se Alexander Sefrena na se Gianni Infantino ye MC for FIFA program da. And I said, I been who said, Dr. Patrice Mochepe, careful for your congress, non AMC. You know who be that? It's no one. the plan is simple.
And we be koso now per se ode asemi tu dwafa ho a and I'm saying on the MC for the program to ntimi kasa na
and on minkasa untimi nkasa say you know Congress leader na say
chairman baby a here president nankasa intervention what stops him from speaking?
Nothing stops him.
Yeah.
Say yo, what the Congress in that baby cry the no say because on one say introduce him who the last remarks no the closing remarks no one say introduce him at the Congress ni gina na say ya mpe kwan so amatetem no ya nkọ asembesi a competitiveness Ghana football ni enti onwene ho no say yo proposal ya omudi abai be 2 years ni I think 2024 ya discuss wa ha omo ka kire ya say omo nwene ho bia so obde tetem ba omo ka kire 2024 the video is on Facebook okwa opetimi aseche na no me de to be wo omo ka kire ya say omo nwene ho da so omo the extension of tetem bia ba and you don't expect these FA people to come and tell us say he's ready, he want to be part of omo betimi akotetem. No, why? Because Ghanaians are aggrieved and Ghanaians are not happy because you're born kwan omo de nam so enkoye and football people for the see it otherwise. The issue of menwene ho no dey say do nkoma e de ba abontima na ye de ba ye te dem obi anim tetetem na yo nti no mkoye nti football people for no no anti no mkokoye enesa omo ntwen sentrefo aso sei na omo suro se kimfesa for rate na omo de beba enu nti na omo kan sentrefo gu abonten because no omo nim die kura no the ones that do hobusa de omo to no general congress ye kobo search Jesus Christ congress we nko a nti that is it now on the
when is search do
na general omo mo gina no mo gina ho yede bodyguards na mo gina kwa ande na no mo ye say you no mo yede
no mo search him for
and I say bodyguards na no mo gina ho yede
o see a bobi search na me say when almost born search
and busa wa the monza
Confessor rep.
They know we are afraid that's all the rate in Remo. So Congress na gu.
Confessor rep.
Yes.
Almost searching as an
you know make sure so onyam BPI clear as an room. Nina sa na benema na confessor de ko the be. O de ba Congress na bi go Congress na omko no. The main motive for the Congress they say ye kwa corporate ten. Enu nti na omko ye. Nti wo kwa say you me see Congress be na omko body gas e gina no see Congress be.
Okay.
Now on the issue of
before so to no doc na obi pe o you know 5 no top 5 no yes anka biom
me top 5
no. Arsenal
me Arsenal first, Liverpool second, Chelsea third, Man City fourth, Manchester United fifth.
Okay.
Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Manchester United.
Okay, all right. Then to us.
You know it's good. So about 2 referee for an KTM because 2005 for FIFA referee and 2000 for referees. Me one person I'm fighting for referees but I did back when you say if mom referee say FIFA for no more 2005 mom could do small matches say you because big games are calling for big referees. Yentimi for division 1 and command FIFA referees. Yentimi more serious match na FIFA referee the coronation match. Now about 2005. Na say Joe, ye the referees are omumu ha so called to say. Ye don't kwa could big games. No more say no. Inti ye make sure say ye FIFA referees see ye what trust to omumu. Ni ye wo gidi omumu so omo ya de dia. Na see ye tie omo ka ye dia say Joe. Kotoko against House of Folk na FIFA referee them. Kotoko against Olympics na FIFA referee them. House of Folk against Olympics na FIFA referee them. And only big games. Nations Kotoko. Crucial game. Na FIFA referee them. Match at last minute. Said Joe, decided the Obeko relegation. Na FIFA referee them. Those FIFA referees should make sure say some matches and no so much. And yes, sir, match decided about Koko relegation by Akodi Ghana Premier League. Na said Joe, yeah, the referee only FIFA referee Kwakodi. Because elsewhere, all the big games are for FIFA referees. All the big games are for the top referees. And only are there. You pay see who this particular time. On the issue of instructor, the end said you. Or much man, or muntimin convince you. Say team no. You are not part of that situation anymore. Your team doesn't exist. Most of this a Congress and a baby good team. Abra letters about to that effect. But in the entire or allow so I'm control for and we don't allow. But what can you say? On the House of Folk question now, say a DNA be more you 2 players here. 6 months. 1 year near some pump player. Said you Ghana and Kwan first time EBS who issues players be mobile first season Africa and Crawford person more moon concern. But yeah, the difference is that your clubs are no moon tennis. It is a near man Koswa a yaneha. But you know, 2 things. One, yeah, and you keep coaches in check, especially a big class. And a coach be a bar open player. And now you can't a woo asem. So do a 1 year some more button. If I'm not mistaken, last season, almost car has the torment a cost to almost a player because apart from them, all the players ever has for mobile with free agents, no money now album contract every. But she the amount of money has to folk at the time. We are some about in the area, a about 14 matches. So do he played 14 matches. Coach is on penal on go just in 1 season. Because of acquiring a fast change your coaches. And strategically, we don't have a policy, we don't have a plan. We don't have a beer or spearhead when it comes to the decision making in terms of recruitment and transfers. In terms of playing, going out and players almost stay. And yes, as you do, you don't pay a huge amount of money to sign player. What do you hear, Manchester United? Almost signing Anthony Bayern. Or the first 3 games with Michel go. Nani man koye, but omu make it say he will start and play. So bona ankoye amawa enu ni different. But say do, sika ha de koto ewu aba enyina echi no. Last season most of the games omu boy no. Na ye amufa ene the other center back from Bantima. Omu mienu na na eba. O say sibi omu na ebo games na ewu akura ti echiri. Nti ubi sa on say sika na omu de koto no, de die no omu ye omu de koto no. But after some board we had Farmatic in October, and Omo in March, and a coach Okuluba March, and Omujan Kwamon the party waste in July. So within the space of 10 months, had for 2 coaches. Coach Watara by Omoman season full 1, and Koyi and Coach Dramani Zwaba said you also signing the place. OPS signing the day until also Omo pave way. Until play and a good season or first a season. A new coach will come and he will tell you that I don't need this boy. But so our plan, the project, and they do. Young players, baby, almost first season, no me a laughing stock. But going forward, Obian who ball on my boy, young Leonate, we about House of Folk. House of Folk, you have to transfer. But Nutal said there be a panel. Come to you to cry house, Baba Matsafina, you know, Yamatis grammar, no Herbatis in me. But Nutal nya time, man, and that season he scored 7 goals. Drew baby local blaster Yebokrano. He was our striker. And the change of coaches, said you know that we intra, mimpe we intra, because coach be a betty moi. Said you especially Kotoka and Heart of Folk, and also the players seba. Into she has said you map about 8 players. And the last time I saw some we almost signing some and to be almost better Kotokra. Because the last time I checked no more drew 9. And once I sign 2 account almost 12. Into a change of coaches. Any obey in charge of policy when it comes to transfers, and anything a play about 5 months, 6 months, no. Now, you know, Okofa, Ronaldo Mokraba. It take time. Players take it time. Obi on the pair and our coach in crowd ban. Just say or jelly with the club money fan and so no Tibiabo. But our system is clearly different. Eduku, Minta, 6 months, 7 months, no. Has a kofa a wua. Almost a huge amount of money. I'm not too sure even if they finish paying the money. I said, you want to play an encore.
Ah, well. Trust na feminko Abbas enso eho na onfa kakra nso so na menko callers no the tifo ne ahwefo kakra mo so no beso so ansa na dumienu abo na yapedie mu ama holistic news atwaso de amaye. How can a pastor see a replay of a match which is not yet played? Can he give the lineup and match officials of that game? God has never and will never reveal score lines of matches to people. Not at all. We all predict, and sometimes they come true. But that doesn't come from God. So we should stop listening and consulting people about score lines, players, coaches, and supporters. Such things don't happen in Abuchiri. So I find it difficult to understand why and how pastors in Africa, especially in Ghana, get themselves involved in football with prophecies and forget about their callings of winning souls for Christ. and the Kingdom. Kofi do free Canada, Toronto, and so Abeka and Sa and Anopay. Instead of discussing the unfair law of awarding 3 points and 3 goals to some teams when another team withdraws from the league, they talked about 3 terms for the GFA president in office. The GFA is a failure. The reason for Kurt's team, Kurt's third term, is that he wants to be the CAF president. So through this extension, to let him contest the CAF president seat. Okay, for the CAF president seat. Owura Kwame, Victory Land of Warriors, Dotty, Odia Barno, Abbas.
You know, Yami Adumechina, House of Folk, Yane Condo Heart of Lions. Yes, a ball, a second cup match. Yeah, the 4 Shallow Masters.
Season Remy. Second cup.
Yes, Yadika ball. Presidential cup no na do 405
okay
nti yese be bo presidential
say bo MTN so na mo wom and so man to me
this year MTN to no
FA Cup so na mo count
FA Cup say last year
oh
this year there be last year FA Cup last year
because season here
season here started there e for Shadow Masters there the season here come the season here come
cause be 9 na mo but
no twem and not only last season. This season
we did last time also come back history actually.
Yeah, but the opposite of the last year, they be share this year. The opposite of Canada. And also the other amateur.
You support to papa.
Eti nyame adom e chen Lions na ebo. Ye hwese ni ma be koyi ama coach Didi ya Bashir Effort.
Yeah.
Bashir. Was na press conference what ya was on place in 2 pen frame.
Okay.
To no team. Ti ba ye mo hu yi. Last year they see and this year is
okay.
You see a catch and say the last year see and be repeat because last year this year Besaje. The house supporters no more margin because the children at 3 o'clock. House of Folk ball World Cup against Condo Heart of Lions.
Okay.
Coach Bash, yeah, can I use your pen and Zankanwa and then automani and send the players in 2 pen qua into a bar, and when we in a boy we into all the supporters in the Yardiness as in a Mad Mechana and because of and a recruitment and the 9D can. Yanum be say, ya can ya bread because Untimin can James say over started Aquala from KG. Now Aquala in Nuka 6 year. No apam no was abe started from KG. Omu 6 no apam mo muskuba na wote no. Omo ye sade we ya ntimi omo ya sometimes I imagine min kasa bi. Omo baba form abe fa nkwala 2-3 years ni a wash omo. Ni asa akofom ni akofa nkwala 2-3 ni a wash omo. And say team dey bia me kam ni me go vote am ga chom say team a wuni policy ya we la coach's policy dey wuni future. Team bia wo a wuni philosophy. Na say coaches and a wuni team e show am say omo me you team ma wo dey a team bia wo we say wuni future because coach bia ni philosophy. Eti e be sre say House of Folk supporters no ye nya abotre say Didi Dramani and this year wo dey Herbal league no enti no ye hwe no first one you say be the second one ni ahwe dey be rot off form ni ahwe dey be start league no so ni nyina no agrobo so si dwaso be ba efi aropa enti ba ko no lusu ya this match dey one way so the technical team no be to niam yie na supporters no say support na niam atimi akoyi
go through all right. Abbas, and so I don't know. Good morning. There is no way Dr. Franco Naro will put Liverpool on top. But please tell him we're going to retain the cup. We're going to retain the top spot for the next 3 years before we leave it for Chelsea. Liverpool will never walk alone. Emma Opuni White Man 41 and Simikawi
Opuni will live to see.
Yeah. Me hu Ghana had udi nchene ne mako eche no. Na dia no ko to so odi anko ho. Nchene mako ayema.
I see. Obi open mako bia so de na chese. Open bibi fufuru.
He abused him racially. Semenyo should have told him you can never walk alone. Sir Dave anyway Fitakrade and so
Onambia na hwe check am.
Debbie and I don't know. Debbie and Debbie mean supporters as of now can Debbie. All right, Mambia lines no na also found here Brazil 5515 99933 05515 okay, my first caller about line also. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sergio.
Yes, sir. Who was so?
And a permanent town of big up on what you see now.
Yeah, Joseph.
Medianus of one of the family and Mr. Back and the man. Now, Sergio, the person is because Ghana clubs, quite a more pass or more transfer. On say, men fabric, example. On say, go on ma. Teams in the book or sign players in the player no. Or ban the first season. And quite a team required decided for a better. With me, the name of team, no, the area 50%, and I said 20%. I think say, the combated the team near Tron player now. One no percentage the same issue. I don't think Ghana camps, no more close to police in the minister, they mention not yourself. Because all that is all this about Barcelona, I just they pay a beer. I think crabs and situation a phone the CIA. I would say Ghana players, Ghana teams, no more police never wow.
Right. You better see na ya fa kakra and so the account your birthdays be her and so I say you wish a month for pa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sergio.
Yes, sir. That is saying.
Sergio. Hey, Sergio, you will give you first step for Mohammed. Because everybody crew, them class TV, cool. Sergio, we do it first step from.
Oh, sir.
Let's say now, who are yes. Why in the number of them to fuck up, then you show, not have a customer from you. Yes, it's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's it.
I told you have to have 24 days. I don't want you to be there. And there's an 18. She said, 18 cry and to me to me, I'm not to me. I cannot let you say, Yapan of you. The doom without a pass. Go.
Yes, sir. I'm so bad. I'm a fan so. Wow, and easy cry. And the camp will never see any good work of Mr. Keto Kreku giving team passes, giving clubs money before the start of the season. Referees money increment. Our Mohammed was never searched. Okay, Spain Boga and soon we are bread. I mean, call the next one. Hello, good morning. Yeah.
The problem we're very timber. Because the Arsenal with clean that's the problem. You know more about the timber. The Arsenal will be oh no. Sergio, I want to know to you about it. Never will be more. So you are not better at times than Andy. For me, you get minimum power. Why? Because if you have to cry, and negative doors, and I they're going to positive back.
Some several times. Like cake and beer.
Oh, so now they say the house something that they are care or transfer and again, catch an anchor of the Busano or thing or the number is finishing. And I want to also can say after the moment. And to me, I have about after the that's your cat answer. And I do about the castle. I tell you, I'm going to talk about the business, you know. I do a good day. I do. Many things can go from this one. I'm not good day in a bar. Because some more time, I think they do what I got to say. Not really. I say do it as every year as a fun. Because I walk up with
Fancy na nyame aduma ya twaso later. Na me nko wish Clara upon from Pong and your birthday Clara upon from Pong and your birthday George upon Eba girl. Nti George ene busuani na so mo wish you happy birthday. Sanso na menyonko brebo Nana Johnny Eba girl your friend Mami Dufie and Nana Johnny Ba girl Mami Dufie na our Matters of Uganda sisi our Australia memu Johnny Ba girl no also the birthday ne Mami me wish you happy birthday free Ghana I kete sisi wakoye big girl ewa buchi mem Johnny and the family nina also wish you happy birthday. Sanso and officer appear Kwesi Godson Officer Pia Kwesi Godson, Yetafro El Commandant, or Regional Police Headquarters, Tamale, CTU unit. And they also birthday, my young wish you happy birthday. Nakopon Sha also na onya okasepa. Kwaku Owusu, Bofred Wedmasa Savior, and they also birthday. Kwaku Owusu, Bofred Wedmasa Savior. Family Nina, or ma, no beer, as we wish you happy birthday. Dr. Franco now.
General, we the near your papaya dinner, no sables.
Yes. Hey, Liverpool.
And then in your bar, okay, in the Stine Jiwa, and then in your bay, and 75 years. Tiano Pay no sables to say, young fair for the case issue. Na Ninu Aba and the Stine Jiwa, young wishing a very happy birthday to you, dear Sanity. Now, when so ye, Grace or say to two, Grace or say to two, a detective inspector Samuel of Abidia Conere.
Okay.
Na China, the birthday, and wish it, all right, mommy, a special happy birthday. So,
okay.
Yeah.
You better. Oh, 12 a pound.
Oh, with Millicent Sapoma, a teacher, or Chadi, or Achama.
Okay.
And a birthday. We wish you happy birthday.
Wow. Achama, more.
Oh, that be quite so.
Okay. All right. The FNC, Yami, Aduma. It was animal trust, a dread news no night to us today. A mammo. The Munina say, we show who ye power weekend. Enjoy.
Pause.